Bubba behind Tubop.
You changed the friction.
Bubba.
There's less
Gordon
friction.
behind Sky. Little Monster behind 24. Okay. And then Ozone last.
Get back here, boy.
Oh my, I tuned back into the... Okay, well, I'm running out of advertisements.
Oh, well, you can always restart the commercials and this thing, but... If you just put on loop, then when the next commercial break comes around, it'll just loop back to the start on your OBS thing. Because I'm pretty sure if you... It's
I've
just an
already played
image,
the
right?
3 commercial videos.
It's just an
We're
image,
getting
right?
our money in. We're getting our money in.
It's just like a video, right? So you can
Yeah,
just like...
it's
yeah, you can
just
just
a video.
let's click loop.
Alright, well, let's,
Oh my gosh.
get going here.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm not gonna commentate much. I'm just gonna be
Perfect.
explaining situations on track.
Welcome back to the Spotify Cup Series. About to go green flag racing at Daytona. Let me actually get up to the booth real quick. I forgot to go up there.
TP me.
Well, you guys are in the okay, never mind. I don't think you guys are. There is a booth in the stands.
Can you TP me there?
Oh, well, I'm currently yeah, I will.
How many seats does it have?
3.
Oh,
We still don't have enough for glitch.
Oh,
We don't have
damn
enough
it.
for glitch.
Oh my god. I can't get in. There we go. Alright, bring
Who is this
Will,
certain
bring
somebody?
Yes. And then sorry glitch. I can't, by the way, if you sit down, I don't think you can jump out, so I'm just gonna be sitting right, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna be
you can.
standing right here.
I just did.
Oh, well for some reason I couldn't. I don't know why. Alright, let's get this race underway.
You're not in the booth, Mark.
Yeah, you're no clipped. You're still
Is
on
he no
track, I
clipped?
think.
No
You're
clip?
still on. Yeah, you're no clipped. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Yeah, you're still on track.
You can,
Mark.
there we go. I'm in the booth now.
No.
I don't see you. No.
Alright, here we
You're
go.
in the middle of the racetrack. You're in the middle of the
Oh, you're
racetrack.
in the middle of the track.
I'm not.
Check my live stream on YouTube, bro.
You're in pit road,
Oh.
Mark. You are in pit road.
I'm literally right next to you.
No, you're not. You are on.
Here,
pit road.
check my.
Are you being serious? Or you
Ch-
just-
I'm
here.
being dead serious.
I'll
You're
go.
on pit road.
I'm live on Discord. Oh, now you're gone. What the?
Well, I just reset.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You were literally in the middle of the track.
There we go. Ow.
Damn. Now I see you.
Alright, are we good now?
Yeah, I see you.
Yes, we're good. Yes, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Get in the middle.
Oh,
buddy.
Ban Mar.
alright, here we go. Alright, let's see here. Anticipation setting in, waiting for the green flag. Alright, here we go. Green flag in the air for the Daytona 500. The 5th season of Spotify is officially underway.
The 6th annual 500. Everybody's excited, but they stay single file. Coming into turn number 1, they file too wide. It looks like the outside looks to be Sebastian Cole working together already.
And that outside from the duels was nerfed just the tiniest bit, so we should see the inside be a tiny bit better. Oh boy, a lot of lag down the back straightaway, at least for me. We should see that inside be a little bit better, but that outside, even in the duels, was 10 times better than that bottom ever was. But CTG gonna swing it down to the middle, going to the inside of his manufacturer teammate.
I want to say that is a very interesting 99 car on CTG as Ancient Polsit are going to get 3 wided already side by side with Sebas, but all clear is that 99, not so fast. 3 wide for the lead, coming back to the stripe. DTG able to lead. Lap number 1 is Cole in the back. Cole almost around.
Ancient slipping back all the way down to the very back of the pack.
And that was almost big right there. I saw Cole almost go around and collect the field, but look at that Sabas out front right now.
Oh, CTG 3 wide, and oh, Sebas also might get 3 wide. They're gonna retreat back to the top. Look at that, your duel 2 and duel 1 winner, side by side for the lead.
Goodness, 4 wide back there. Nothing Cole can do. He's stuck in the middle. What is he gonna do? There's still 4 wide. He can't break out of it. Nolan's trying to break out of it.
Bad block there.
Finally,
Looks
they
like
will.
Oh, they're wrecking.
There goes
Wait.
Little Monster into Northern.
They saved it. Excellent. They were getting real racy back there, but now CTG back to the bottom. Sebas retreats to the top to block the top side run from Arnie Odo. Side by side onto the tri-oval, back to the front stretch. Sebas is going to get it, and the outside showing its supremacy early on.
On that rear cam with Sabash, you see both lanes kind of working. He's going to go back.
Whoa!
Oh, contact at the back.
Hard in the wall. Ozone lagged into Cole.
And it's only one car. It should be able to merge.
No caution. Lag from Ozone. Hit Cole. Sebas, though, still out front, maintaining the lead. Rather not. 3 wide up front for the lead. Arnioto going to peek to that top side.
Incredible.
Back straight away they go. That 99 CTG qualified second. Did not have to race his way into the Daytona 500. Lifts a lot of stress off of his shoulders, knowing that he's locked into the first race of the season. And he won a race last year. It wasn't really well known, but yes, he did win a race last season.
Yeah, CTG won Watkins Glen, the cutoff race for our only round of the playoffs. But yeah, CTG did win that race, so a little bit of momentum here for CTG as he's going to dive to the bottom of Sky. He's showing a little bit of side draft, which isn't something we've talked about all day.
Yeah, side draft. You can side draft both sides of those cars. You don't really need to get right on their quarter panel. You just need to be somewhat near them. You see CTG kind of drift up, trying to side draft, and that's also another thing. Very difficult to do that in the corners. You see everybody kind of tap the wall right there. Very difficult to hold a line on the outside.
Yeah, everyone now, but here's what I'm going to say. Look at everyone now jumping to the top. CTG, Little Monster, hung out to dry. Cole is back to the field, but to the inside goes the 51. There goes Tubop to the bottom as well. Sebas is there, 2 by 2, 3 rows deep for the lead.
And honestly, I think the best way to log some laps is just by going side by side. By doing that, you're spreading out the field a little bit. When you have everybody stacked up on the outside, it becomes very difficult for you to handle pushes.
Yeah, I'll say that especially as well when you're side by side, the runs are not as big because of side draft. As Tubop, aggressive block on Sky was not clear, bouncing off the doors, 3 wide with contact there. That's Sky, Northern, Tubop's A-list names in the Spotify Cup Series, but that 34 of Arnioto still solid out front.
And Matt, I want to ask you, when you're racing in the Daytona 500, what is the pressure like knowing that this is the biggest race of the season?
Well, that's a good question. With Daytona being such a big race, obviously this early on in the race, it's not too much pressure, but you want to kind of make sure that you're maintaining a good position so you can get those stage points. But it's surely a lot of pressure, especially in a pack this big.
At the back, CTG.
Sorry, Matt.
No, you're good. That's about it. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure. You want to make sure that you establish friendships early on in the race to make sure that you're good for the end.
Okay, I thought Ozone lagged for a second. Sorry.
He probably did. That's why he lifted. We're all good though. CTG able to hang on to that car. Contact with I don't know who. I think it might have been Bubba or Sebas.
I think it was Ozone.
Ozone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure though. I thought it was a white car, but I also thought it was. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, Ozone and CTG are all right. As now Little Monster, look at that, the rookie to the bottom of the track. That's side by side for second with Northern. Pressure, you want to make.
And that rookie, Lil Monster, racing for Daytona Motor Club, new startup team, no contested. His teammate did not make the Daytona 500, but he's probably going to have a lot of help from his best pal, Bubba. He's in the 01 racing for Berwick Racing Association. I'm going to stumble over that name so many times this season. But that is the rebrand from Niagara Racing, Tubop's team. And I don't know if you heard us in the pre-race show earlier. Oh, for some reason, Sebas and Lil Monster don't have numbers. Oh, that's because I uploaded them this morning. I don't think they got accepted.
Yeah, oh, look at that, a move for the lead. Northern 4 wide for the lead. Are you kidding me? There's still 4 wide. Little Monster's gonna back out. Yeah, contact with Tim there. And now look at that. That 24 of Northern Railfan is out front, pushed by his teammate Tubot.
And man, this is some great racing we're seeing already. Both lines are working. You got the bottom now filled with a bunch of drivers, but they're way high on that top side contact.
4 wide. They save it.
No, they keep it straight. That happened there. I think it was a little mishap between Northern and Ancient that kind of started it all, and that allowed the inside. Look at that. The teammates, Arnioto and Sky for Icon. 1-2 on the bottom.
And Ancient was in the grass down the front straightaway there. I think he had some contact with Tubopt and Bubba. But now, oh, coming into turn 1, contact between Cole and Ancient.
Yeah, looking at that incident down there before the tri-oval, it really comes down to getting pushed out of lanes. It starts to get a little crazy whenever cars are jumping out of lanes, and that creates 4 wide racing, and it's bound to create mishaps.
Yeah, we're at Daytona. It's real hard to hold 4 wide. As a little stack up. Sky not clear on Little Monster. He was there, but he's gonna go up the track as well. Now Sebas on the bottom. he's the leader there. Sky still out front, gonna have that high side run and a push from his teammate.
And I can't lie, I'm so glad I'm not racing right now. This looks like chaos. I do not want to be in the field. Everybody slamming into everybody is contact between Little Monster. And I talked about this multiple times. That front straightaway, especially in the duels in the clash, that front straightaway is so sketchy. It is so difficult to hold a line in that front stretch.
I wanted to mention real quick, we had 2x2 the entire way through, 6 in each lane. But now look at Bubba slamming the wall, but an aggressive move to the top side, 3 wide out front for the lead.
And look at that. They pulled up to the middle line.
Yeah,
that's crazy racing.
Yeah, Sebastian Cole, they're working together. Obviously, Cole is Sebastian's team owner. They're 3 wide, 3 rows deep right now. Oh, contact! Timmy and CTG.
I'm smiling right now. I'm so happy to see that we finally got some good super speedway racing. Bubba, wide though, on the front stretch, the sketchiest part of the track. Arnioto getting deja vu right now. Sabas to the middle, 3 wide for the lead. Are you kidding me? What a run from Sabas.
4 wide.
Look at that, Sky's gonna make it 4 wide. Incredible racing around Daytona right now. Sky, Tubop, Sebas, Northern, all jockeying for positions. The 24 is gonna clear, but they stay 4 wide for second.
This is incredible.
How did they hold it? Oh my goodness, what a spectacular show of talent. Sabas will finally be able to get clear in the bottom, but he doesn't want to go down there. Now CTG finally goes down. Will Sabas finally give in, and he will almost wreck Sanction in the process.
4 wide, halfway around the track, and now we've seen some boring 500s in Spotify, but this is quite the opposite, as Ancient's going to jump out to that top side. That's going to leave Northern and Sebas kind of on an island here in the front.
Oh my goodness, this is some insane racing. We're seeing Ozone and Tim ran into each other earlier, and they're just staying at the back. And Tim saying, let's just stay back here, Ozone, and I think that's fair. We saw Sky in the clash. He won due to him staying at the back of the pack and then gunning his way to the front.
And I mean, it's fun to lead laps, obviously. I mean, I don't know if we have points for most laps led. I think we should. That was an oversight on my part. We should probably add that. But as you can see, oh, look at everybody jump up to the top side there. But, you know, there's still 20 laps left.
Bob said we should.
There's still 20 laps left. So you don't really have to. You can get up front easily. You can get up front with these setups. So you don't have to go until maybe, I don't know, 10, 7, 8 to go. What do you think, Matt?
Could you repeat that?
What do do you think, you should be racing up front trying to lead these laps? Or do you think hanging back in the back is a better strategy?
Well, like Sabas said earlier, in his little interview he had, it's a little risky trying to stay up at the front, close to the end of a stage or the checkered flag, obviously, because you are just going to get surrounded and pushed into a hole and filtered out to the back too late. And so it's safe to stay to the back till about 10 to go.
Oh, contact right there. Bubba got into the wall.
Yeah.
CTG trying to side draft.
Look at that, though. The high side has numbers. Sebas backing out for some reason. You know what? Just as we were saying, Sebas may be trying to take it a little conservative, but now that leaves Northern and Sky out front. Now, I don't know if there's a little discourse between the two. I mean, I doubt it, as Northern's going to get bailed out, but those two were teammates last season on Liberty Motorsports, and obviously Northern's still driving for his own team, as almost around off the front bumper of Arnie Yodo, but now Sky on Icon. So,
yeah, just a racing incident right there from Northern, trying to block that top side, just trying to get back in line, didn't want to lose the spot, but now they're 4 wide once again. Tim did not want to be on that spot. Bubba trying to fall back. He's going to get in front of CTG and try to command this inside. And if there's one line I want to be on, it's definitely the inside. It's easy to handle pushes down there, easy to get in a group, stack up at that outside. It's just such a better lane right now.
Exciting contact, Ozone and Timmy. Yeah, it was just a racing incident. Ozone came up, Timmy came down, more contact between Cole, Little Monster. But I don't know, the bottom's, safer to run, it's easy to run, but the top, as you said, is where the speed's at.
Oh.
Cole off the front bumper of Little Monster, able to keep his foot in it, save it. But yeah, I mean, it's really about lane choice. I think the inside could be better with numbers, but right now, as you see, top, 3, 6 or so out front on the top.
Yeah, we're seeing this high side train now, and people are just starting to realize that outside's pretty easy. They don't want to go down to the bottom just yet, but we know that bottom lane can definitely work. You just need cars down there, and this is the unseen side of super speedway racing. Just getting to work with people, just trying to get people to go with you.
Ooh.
And
the middle goes to Bob. Sorry, Mar.
Yeah, it's good. I kind of stopped myself there, but that's what we don't see in super speedway racing. The hardest thing to do is work with people, and nobody wants to do that, especially in road racing. Very difficult. Only the most skilled drivers can do it. It's going down to the bottom. Arnioto, Ancient looked like they didn't want to go down there, though.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of just aggressive pushing. I think maybe Ancient might have wanted to go down. Arnioto didn't, but we are 3 wide, 2 rows deep there, and it's going to get aggressive once again. The field, you know, we kind of got spaced apart. You know, it was a little aggressive. You know, there was a couple incidents, but now we're all back together as they are 4 wide. Oh, contact! Ancient, 2 bombs, hard impact into the wall. Bubba's around as well, and that should probably bring out the yellow, maybe. Yes,
yep.
Caution is out at Daytona. It will be a race back. Sky and the 51 is out front.
Yeah, Bubba and his team owner.
Involved in that one. We're gonna have to look back, see what happened.
Wall fling.
It would have been a caution anyways.
Little Monster hits a wall fling. That's 3 cars out of it, and look at that icon up front. Sky and Arnioto.
Well, we're gonna have to take a look back and see what happens here, or see what happened there.
So in 2 separate incidents,
OBS will actually pick up my camera this time.
Look at this.
Or my Opera GX. Anyways, down the front stretch, Northern will get first at the line. The first caution of the season, at least for a points race, is out. Ozone almost flipped. All right, let's see if I can get the replay to work.
I have it pulled up. So Arnioto and Ancient make contact, which inevitably spins
don't even have it up right now.
2 bops.
Give me a sec, guys.
And then
let's get Matt in here. We don't have the video, but Matt has a pretty good analysis of it right now. Take us through the incident and you know what happened and how it led to that wreck.
So going into the tri-oval, tri-oval is obviously one of the most dangerous parts of the track, and whenever it comes down to 3-4 wide racing, Arnioto makes slight contact with Ancient, which sends 2-bop down into the inside wall. And in an attempt to avoid it, Lil Monster and Ozone make contact with Bubba, which inevitably gets him involved as well, and that brings out the caution.
Yeah, we know 2 cars is a caution in the Spotify Cup series.
Looking back at it right now, it's just chaos on the front stretch. That's what we're talking. It's hard to hold a line on the outside, and Arnioto goes up as Northern comes down, and then just down the front stretch. I think maybe a bad push, but 2-bop took 1 hard hit. Bubba got in it as well and brought out the caution.
A little bit of a misfortune. Lil Monster hits a wall fling entering the backstretch. Not much he could have really done there.
Yeah, and that is the first caution of the day here at Daytona. Multi-car incident as the field is getting ready to go back green. We're halfway through stage number 1.
Cole's a lap down, by the way.
All right. I'll have to change it once we go. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, down. Coming into turn number 1, it is Northern with the lead. And I've been saying it a lot so far. He's one of the most anticipated drivers this season. One of the best drivers with Heroes cars, has won multiple races in the more skilled league, I'd say, SRU.
Yeah,
now here's
these cars are taken straight from SRU side by side for the lead. Northern and Sky diving down into turn number 3. The inside doesn't have the numbers. The outside does, but the outside's very pushed back. Obviously, the high side takes a little bit for that run to develop, so maybe into 1 and 2 they'll have a chance. But for now, the inside far superior. Sky, Arnioto, Cole is your top 3.
Yeah, obviously there's strength in numbers, and whenever there's a restart, usually the bottom is going to be the more dominant lane until the outside can kind of start to push momentum, and that's what we're going to see here. Sabas tries to make a move up high, not clear on Northern.
And CTG went to the middle. That's a risky move, but honestly, I feel like that's the best move right there. You don't want to get stacked up and cause a wreck, and even if that sacrifices a bit of positions, you still got 14 to go. There's no reason for you to be up front racing for the lead right now, as we see that same thing with Lil Monster. Ooh, big lag spike right there.
Well, I'll say what, the 3 wide in the middle is very, very fun to watch, so I approve of it, as we're 3 wide again. Timmy, 2-bop, Sebastian in the back, but still hanging on to the front is Ikonos. Oh, Cole's around, not clear on Northern. The 2 get stuck, but they save it. Oh, same thing happens to CTG and Ancient. We stay green, everyone keeps their foot in it.
Yeah, it looked like Northern had a little too quick of a run and had nowhere to go, and he decided to go up to the outside of Cole.
Not sure what's going on with Ozone there. I
Got
think he's
involved.
pulling it.
Not sure what Ozone, maybe potential lag there from that machine.
You said
Ozone
P7
stops.
again. I think
Did
he thought it
Ozone
was a
think
caution.
It was a caution. Oh, a gold classic debacle there with Ozone. He'll have to merge to the back. Is now 2 wide there for that's for position number 3. But look down to the bottom. Bubba pushing his team owner, Tubopt, matching black and white. Beautiful paint schemes on the bottom. They make their way up to second, and now side by side for the lead with Sky.
Impressive amount of momentum for 3 cars on the bottom versus a million cars on the outside.
Ooh, contact there though with Arnioto and Tim. That's gonna kind of, shuffle the outside. It's gonna kind of halt their run a little bit. Still, Sky able to clear out front. Leads again. Bubba and Tubop have some contact.
Bit of a slingshot move from Sky there, all the way up to the front. And the outside is starting to look more dominant than the inside now.
Yeah, it just took a little bit for the outside to get formed up. Obviously, you said off the restart, the bottom is better. But now that top side, a big run. They have numbers 2, 4, 6. But look at that. Timmy's going to pull to the inside, but he has no help, no teammates. And yeah, he is going to get absolutely freight trained.
Sabas
We're on
trying
board
to
with
push
T-Bob
his
right
way
now.
up.
You just saw that outside pull away from him.
I wanted to mention though real quick, you see how Ancient got past Timmy, but then Timmy and Northern both got pushed back. That's that side draft in action. That kind of halted Northern's run, got Ancient away from him, kind of broke those top 3 cars away. As you see, the outside still dominant, but if the inside can get close to the outside and get some numbers, utilize that side draft, I think they have a fighting chance.
Sabas going to pull down. No, he's going to pull back up. Was going to pull down for his team owner, but he leaves him out to dry. The outside is just so dominant here at Daytona.
Yeah, and you know what? You can definitely get both lanes going. I think it's contact at the back between Cole. You can definitely get both lanes going, and this is what I'm saying. Whenever you get everybody stacked up on that outside, it's very concerning to see as you see Sky get pushed out of line by Ancient. You really can't do much, honestly. I mean, you think they're training laps, but really it's just that outside's very good. I mean, I can't say much, but we've seen great 3 wide side-by-side racing. It's just everybody wants to be on the top right now.
As look at that, your pole sitter Ancient is back to the top. Sky tried to make a block. He probably could have walled Ancient, but Sky, a very seasoned driver, lifts out of it. There's a lot of racing to go as we hit 10 to go in stage number 1. Liberty Motorsports out front on the top.
Diving it down into turn number 1, you see Northern shoving his teammate. Those Liberty Motorsports cars, 1-2 right now. They signed rookie Blazin, who showed up in tryouts, did very well as contact at the back. Bubba went flying to the bottom of the racetrack. Not sure what happened there with him, but going back up to the front. Oh boy. Going back up to the front.
Continue.
Going back up to the front, we have Northern and Ancient. Although Ancient on the bottom with only 3 cars. Honestly, they keep running that inside, but I think the middle line is much better to run when you're trying to combat the outside contact. Sabas into the outside wall along with CTG, but they keep it steady.
Yeah, I was watching Sabas and Lil Monster up there. They were all over the place on the top side, hitting the wall, going back down to the dotted line. It's a very sketchy place on the outside, and once cars start to stack up, runs start to form, it's not a very safe place to be going up and down the lane like that.
Here we are, 3 wide now for second. Sky is back on the bottom. Oh, 4 wide, Tubop through the middle, an aggressive move. He's gonna hold it. Now he is in a 3 wide battle for second, but Northern Railfan still hanging on strong on the top. Diving down into
Contact Bubba.
Around goes Bubba. A Little Monster sliding to CTG. They all save it. They're still wrecking. Everyone besides Bubba is able to hang on.
I'm gonna watch that replay.
And that will not be a caution, or it will not be a caution. I only allowed Coldemers that last time because Ozone lagged, which caused it. Although I'm not. Oh, Tim at a wall pop. Okay, so then Bubba can merge.
Tim's right there.
I know. I guess Tim hit a wall pop and then came down into the field. I guess that's what happened.
I see.
Yeah, a bit of a domino effect. Tim pops the wall down into
And
Lil Monster, and
I do want
all
to
hell breaks
specify for
loose.
everyone in the stage, you can merge when there's a wall tap or not a wall tap, sorry, wall fling or a track bump that causes you to wreck and it's a 1-car spin. All right, but if there is a genuine wreck, something that is driver error and not just, you know, Roblox being Roblox, then you cannot merge if it's one car.
That is correct. And now, look, someone we haven't mentioned much of today, Cole. He finished second in Duel 1 behind Sebas, his driver. He's now up into second, 3 wide for second. But Sky holding on, 7 laps to go in stage number 1.
Northern starting to form a run there on the outside, getting help from Sabas. And the outside is starting to form again, the middle trying to get something done, but I think they're going to pull to the bottom here.
As you see, cockpit cam with Arnioto dives down back to the bottom lane. It looks like that bottom's just the better groove right now, but I think that outside's definitely picking up momentum. You see Northern starting to gain a run.
Yeah, that outside, they only have 4 while the bottom has 6. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Do we have stage overtimes? The answer is no. Sky out front, Cole in second, and now the bottom. The bottom, we haven't really, obviously, we've talked about the top side being the best all day, but the bottom hasn't really showed up. Now, as you see with numbers, the bottom is the better line. Sky still out front.
And Sky, he was subbed by Orange. Orange got him into the Daytona 500. Thank Lord for him, because Sky right now leading the field with 6 laps to go, and he's probably led the most laps today. He's been out front most of this race.
Oh my, aggressive passing there, 4 wide for a second. Tubop got under Cole, then CTG got under Tubop, then Arnioto got under CTG. Now that 99's on the leading on the top side, 2 by 2, the entire way through the field, down the back straightaway.
Some great racing we're seeing here at Daytona, and yeah, we talked about it. Those runs that you get, sometimes when you hang on that person's bumper behind you, you can get a massive run, and that disrupts the field, and that's just one of the issues with the cars. There's no real fixing that. We didn't have it last season, but these are brand new cars, and these cars, they behave weirdly. 90% of the time, they work perfectly fine as contact there between, pretty sure, Lil Monster and Tim, and I think Tim may have passed below the yellow. Unless Lil Monster pushed him down.
I didn't catch it, but look at that. The high side, now they have numbers. They got 5 on that top. Who's going to jump up?
Yeah, Tim was going to have it.
Or Arnioto.
Contact!
Oh, contact! Lil Monster, very loose, saves it. 4 wide there in the back. Chaos. It is a minefield to get through here. As now, Arnioto back to the bottom. CTG back to the top. Side by side for the lead.
And I do want to talk about Sky just really quickly. He was 100% one of the fastest drivers last season. He only had 4 starts, however, but only 1 win to show for it. Or maybe he had 2. Didn't he have 2?
Not sure,
Yeah,
but
He won at Rockingham.
He had
He
very
won
good
Rockingham,
speed.
and then he won Homestead.
And he also at Phoenix, I want to mention, Sky was very good, but he lagged, I think, and didn't cause a caution. He thought he did, so he waited. That kind of screwed Sky over there. And that was a big reason why Sky stopped showing up for a majority of the season. But yeah, 2 wins in 4 starts is phenomenal for Sky as he goes back up to the top with his Icon Motorsports teammate, Arnioto.
And that's what I was saying. If you saw it in SportsCenter, Sky, 100%, based off of pace, Sky is the fastest driver in the field. He's the best driver. But the problem is that he doesn't show up to a lot of races, and that's what causes him to lose these championships. If he can show up to races more often, then Sky 100% can win.
Wrecking at the back, Northern Little Monster, they were able to save it. Contact there, I think there might have been a wall pop, not very sure. But now, 3 laps to go in stage number 1, and Icon has this race in a death hold.
Another one of those
Ancient
races.
just swerved down to the bottom of the racetrack right there, and oh, more contact.
Another race there for Sky. Las Vegas last season. One of the fastest drivers in the field. Along myself, we led a decent chunk of those laps. And Sky towards the end ran out of fuel and 2-bopped overall with fuel strategy. Ended up sweeping the win.
And we already got some drivers angry. Ancient not happy with Bubba. Sabas takes it 3 wide to the middle, trying to get down to the bottom of the racetrack, but CTG will not let him in line. Now finally Sabas will get on that bottom, and they're trying to get the bottom line to go, but Arnioto forced down to the bottom of the racetrack, so does Cole.
Whoa!
Oh, contact there.
2-bopped.
Northern in the wall, but look at that. Cole did something no one has done in the past couple laps. He split the Icon cars through the middle. Now he's got help from Sebas. 3 wide up front, 2 to go into 1.
Whoa! Sebas goes around.
Sebas No caution. He does not save it, but a one-car wreck is gonna keep it green.
Yeah,
Looked
it's
like a
one car
wall
wreck,
pop
and then
there.
Only 2. It was a wall pop, but we got 2 to go in the stage, so he cannot merge.
Yeah, now look, Arnioto not in a comfortable position. He's gonna have to go all the way to the back. Sky is in no man's land now out front. But I mean, Timmy's in a little bit of a similar scenario. No teammates.
All right.
Is he gonna stick with Sky? He will into 3 and 4.
I gotta be right back.
And look at this, everybody training the top side. Little Monster shuffled out of line. Well, those cars on that middle line try to surge up in front. CTG trying to break for some reason. Maybe trying to get Ancient in line on the top. Or no, he's trying to get a run. Here we go. White flag, stage 1.
1 lap to go in stage number 1. Timmy's now gonna pull to the bottom. Nope, gonna get back in line. Big shot from the 99. Now Sky running the middle, trying to play any defense he can.
Here we are coming out of turn number 2 for the final time. Everybody on that top side. 10 to 16, contact at the back. Bad block from Sky, and they're gonna go around to the front of the field.
Oh no, that's gonna take them both out. Sky's gonna have to lift. That gives the lead to Tubopt. They're wrecking behind them. Sky is around. Now, Tubopt out front and his driver, Bubba, behind him.
And here we are through 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 1. Tubop, Bubba working together, trying to win this as they go around to the back. Bubba throws a terrible block on CTG. Hard into the inside wall, but Tubopt is going to win stage 1.
Yeah, not a great move there from Bubba. That wrecked Ancient and someone else, I believe. Not a good lock. That probably should be a warning. But hey, Tubop, the experience showing in stage number 1. And all I'm going to say is, guess who predicted Tubop to win stage number 1?
Not me.
Yeah, no, it was me. Willie's ball knowledge showing what Tubop, the veteran, able to pick up the stage 1 victory.
All right, I'm going to have to look back at that. A lot of people slammed into each other. Well, hold on. I gotta get out warnings first. A lot of people rammed into each other on the last lap. Just want to make sure I know what happened. Yeah, Sky threw a bad block, so it's gonna be VW Sky. And I mean, you have to do that at the end of these races.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair move.
No
I would have
way.
made that block too, but that was not a clean block from Sky.
Yeah, and then terrible block from Bubba.
That's not Bubba's first offense. I would probably put Bubba on warning 1 after that.
Yeah, and he sent 2 cars around. The thing is with Sky, he sent Tim around, but Tim saved it. And then Bubba, when he did that, caused 2 cars to wreck. So Bubba will be on warning 1. Sky will be on warning or verbal warning.
Yeah, verbal warning 1 there for Sky.
All right, well, let's go to commercial break. We'll just probably do like 1 commercial and then we'll come back.
Mar, you go to commercial break before the warnings, so when we get back, we can evaluate the warnings and go green.
Well, maybe.
In the future. In the future.
I know, yeah, in the future.
Do that for the next stage.
All right, baby boo. Oh yeah,
Okay.
skin of the day. We can just
We'll
do
do
that
that-
to
we'll do
waste
that
time.
No, not yeah. No. We'll do scheme of the day.
No, I'm doing
while
that right now.
everyone's- Oh, okay, fine. Okay. My scheme of the day is Tubop. I'm a sucker for black, white, gray, metallic, and I just love that number 1 car.
Honestly,
So-
Little Monsters car looks
Or
really
honestly,
nice.
I like Arnioto's scheme's all right too.
I
But,
like Northerns.
Bubba's. I like Bubba's. Bubba's scheme's good. I like Deftones, or I don't really like Deftones, but I've heard they're good. But yeah, I'd probably give it to Tubop.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Ozone. That car's just it's plain but good. All right. Oh, shoot. Well, all right. Here we go. Welcome back to the Spotify Cup Series. About to go green flag racing. A very short commercial break, as you saw right there. As here we go, about to go green for stage 1. Are we gonna do points afterwards, or do you want to update them right now?
Oh, do you want me to do it periodically through this stage?
If you want to do that, you can.
Okay,
We can
I
just
will
do it
I'll
afterwards.
update stage 1 and stage 2's next stage when we go on commercial break.
All right, that sounds good. All right, here we go. Don't think. Let me check one more time to see if anybody said NR. Cole is NR. Is he back? Yes, he is. All right, that's everybody. All right, here we go.
Here we go, green flag back underway here at Daytona. First stage, number 2, 30 laps once again. The field getting ready to go green. Tubopped out front, Cole in second, Arnioto third, Low Monster fourth, and Northern rounding out your top 5.
And talking about the chat, someone said yours truly. Where can I submit commercials? If you join the Discord and then just give me a video, I can put one of the commercials in there. And you don't have to pay anything. It's completely free as contact between Cole and Tubop.
Yeah, Cole made a really bad block there. Tubop was to the bottom. Cole was not clear. As now Tubop back out front. Arnioto in second. 3 wide already. It took no time as Arnioto to the front.
You're just saying, Tim, save fuel. Anyways, down the front straightaway here, Tubop, one-time Daytona 500 winner, and then Arnioto, one-time Daytona 500 winner as well. Both of them trying to cement their names in the history books to be the first 2-time winner.
I was literally just about to ask that, how to get a 2-time winner. You answered my question. As look at them, almost poetically, one on the top, one on the bottom, battling for the lead into 1 and 2.
All right, here we go, coming out of turn number 2. Side by side for the lead once again, that outside.
Ooh.
Making
Little
it work. Both
monster.
lanes look very even right now. This is the racing that we love to see. And you got 4 cars on the bottom, 4 cars on the top. This is the best way to log laps. You don't want an incident to happen. You don't want cars to slam into each other. This is how you log laps right here. You don't want everyone stacked up on one lane. You can just keep it like this, keep it clean, then boom. That's how you keep things clean.
Yeah, trouble at the back there with Little Monster. Not sure what happened. He was all the way in the grass, able to save it. And it looks like Ozone and Timmy are doing the strategy they did before. You know, just hanging back. They don't want to be caught up in this early chaos, you know, get unnecessary warnings. So right now, very conservative there at the back, but the high side showing its dominance early on once again.
And I will say this, yours truly, he's still asking about the commercials. I won't be able to do it this stage or this race, but I will be able to put it in next race. It's just the commercials are a very long video, so I'll have to do it next race. So you won't see it this race.
As now
I'm back.
Look at that, the outside just training by Tubopped. As now Arnioto out front, Sebastian second. He has help from Cole. Now I'm very interested to see what these two are going to do. Sebastian, Cole, they work together to win duel number 1.
Oh, yeah,
Are they
hold
going to
on.
peek to the bottom? Are they going to stay on the top and push Arnioto for some laps? I'm unsure, but all I know is that we have power in numbers here, and Arnioto's kind of on an island by himself. He's for Icon. Then you have Sebastian Cole, while not on the same team, still working together. And then those Liberty boys, Northern, Ancient, Tubopped, all in a train behind them.
Ozone is lagging. He may have lagged out of the game.
No, he's still here, but lost it a little bit. He can merge.
I don't think Ozone's... Oh, Ozone is in the game.
Hey, it looks like he's
All
not.
right,
Looks
let me
like
change
he's
the
fine.
time real quick. Time 7. Supposed to be sundown.
Trying to fix the time now. Look at that.
Try
Sebastian
time
Cole shuffled out of
6.
line.
Oh,
Sebastian
boy.
might be trying. Sebastian might be trying to help his teammate, or just got shuffled out of line. But now Arnioto has a whole Liberty train to deal with. Maybe not. Northern is around off the front bumper of Ancient. That's gonna hold up the entire high side.
Bubba around.
Oh, Monsters around. The caution is out. Big one at Daytona.
We gotta look back at that one.
I
That
had a
was,
terrible angle of that, so we're probably going to have to look back at
I
something
had a
else
good
on
angle.
screen.
I had a great angle.
Did everyone save it?
We could keep it green.
Yeah, keep it green. Keep it green. Everyone saved it. No caution. Say it. Make sure you M. Make sure
Yeah.
you M.
Okay, so from the
Wow,
looks
that-
of it,
Oh, sorry, Matt, sorry, Matt.
you're good. From the looks of it, CTG had the biggest run I've ever seen in my entire life, and that caused Bubba to go around. I'd have to look back. It was a lot of drivers. Cole gets into Bubba, Sky involved, Lil Monster, Tim a little bit, Ozone, a whole lot of people involved, but surprisingly they all save it in some way.
now the field is the most spread out we have seen all day, and I want to say the fuel-saving joke might actually be becoming a reality. Drivers might be getting a little cautious with all these wrecks and all this drama, but look at that though. 3 wide back there for third.
Oh,
Northern tries to get back in line again. You know, Northern just trying to file in line with his teammate. A little difficult there, maybe some miscommunication, but that allows Little Monster to get to the high side. Maybe not. Northern able to get right back to it, and through all this chaos, the top two have kind of pulled away.
All right, well, you won't miss a thing here in the 6th annual Daytona 500. We're going to take you side by side.
Are we good?
Yeah. This is just a way, like I told Matt this is
All right.
literally just for us to like get a slight break for a sec.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Wait, how
I
long is
was
this side by
gone for the end of
It's
stage 1.
probably going to last like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes.
I was gone for the end of stage 1. My cousin was,
Maybe
or
3 if you want.
my aunt was
now.
FaceTiming me.
Okay, I'm going to grab water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just do that. I also kind of got to take a piss in a sec, but I'm not doing that until Bot gets back. Whoa, no! That might bring it out,
Arnieotto
that might bring it
involved.
out. Can they save
Nope,
it?
they
Can
saved
save
it. They saved it. Whoo! That was crazy. Arnieotto almost ate the inside wall.
Boy, that was scary.
Yeah, my bad. I was gone for the end of stage 1 because my aunt was calling me.
Yeah, Tubot, that's no warning for Tubot right there. He ricocheted.
Yeah, there's a lot of Roblox problems lately.
Yeah, everyone's lagging.
I'm glad to see Orange is back. I remember he had to get off Discord for a while.
You know what I love is that the infield looks so cool. I'm
Are we
so
back?
glad I did that. Look at the infield.
I have my decor off because it was lagging.
I have my
Also,
decor
I-
on. That
I
looks
like
really
that
good.
decor.
I love the decor. I'm live, so I'm not gonna turn it off, but
Oh no, I love the decor, but I was be lagging a lot.
well, the decor off it removes textures, and I don't really like that. So
Yeah.
it looks a little too bright, and I don't
And
want to
look at
have
that. Sebastian
fucking
Cole
retina
made their way-
cancer.
Sebastian Cole made their way to the lead. Look at that. And Bubba in third. Oh my. And
Yeah.
Here finally not lagging.
The inside is kind of starting to form just a little bit. They just need more
Yeah.
more cars.
Okay,
think
Mark, take it
Bubba
back
might go down.
from side by side. on lot 40.
Well, hold on. I gotta finish up this ad.
Or not. It doesn't have to be now. I'm just saying lap 40.
Okay. I'm trying to just do like one side by side every single stage. All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cole down to the bottom
Welcome
with his
back
driver.
To the NASCAR Cup Series. Oh wait, whoa. Spotify Cup Series. Daytona 500. Sun going down, and we're entering the night stage of this race. 39 out of 100 laps already.
Yeah, it's gonna start to cool down. It's gonna start to get exciting when the when the moon comes up, when the night is arrived. You know things are gonna get chaotic. As kind of contrary to what I'm saying, the field has gone stagnant on the top side. And Icon as Orange said 1, 2, 3 for a second, but there goes Sky to the bottom, gonna get shuffled out. CTG's also out of line and coming out to lap 40, 21 to go in stage number 2.
Whoa, something happened right there. CTG ran into somebody, and we're on board with him as well. I think he ran into maybe Ancient, I think it was. I'm not sure. But yeah, once again, this outside lane is dominant this race, and even though it's a little bit worse than what it is in the... Everybody's wall riding, though. That's... Yeah, wall flip.
Yep, knew that would end in
When
problems.
you all ride. Well,
And Tim involved, Northern involved, CTG
Yeah,
involved.
keep it green,
Now,
keep
a
it
lot of people are involved still.
no, keep it green. Don't
Dude,
make it merge.
Tim's all the way back there.
That's not that
Tim's
far
all the way
back.
back. Yeah, it's going to be a caution.
Whatever, the yellow flag out. That's what happens when you ride.
Yeah, I noticed that a couple laps ago. They were starting to get a little antsy on the outside, and they were all wall riding.
Look at that. Back to the line. It's gonna be Cole in
Door
the
banging.
41,
Oh,
leading
boy.
the field.
I don't know if Ancient is upset with Tubopt or if he's just messing around, but they were door banging down that whole straightaway.
Well,
No, I'm pretty sure that was
Unsure
mainly
about
just
that.
two bobs. Or, not two bobs, sorry.
can we
I don't
kick
care,
the
you
fan?
can't
Can we
joke.
kick Nar and Bob because like their chatting's causing lag?
I don't know if that's how it works.
Yes, it is. I discussed this with the dev because I didn't know at first that's how it worked. But
Yeah, chatting does cause lag. A lot of random
Really?
things cause lag.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
people like, even if people like open the spectate menu, it causes lag.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yay.
So, sorry, Nar.
I'm surprised Bob
How
didn't
did
make
Nar
it.
chat after he got kicked?
It was like a second after. Orange, Waldy.
S-Log.
Sorry, Waldy.
Keep Glitch here because I'm pretty sure he's doing race day news.
Yeah, or glitch is good.
What about
Sorry,
Orange?
Orange. Oh, I didn't type that. Whoopsies. Oh, he's gone though. Maybe I did. Wait, no, he's not.
All right, once again, thank you, Glitch, for doing race day news. That's probably a little bit more difficult than our commentating job. But yeah, Glitch doing race day news. If you're in the Discord, then you know that race day news, he keeps track of everything that goes on for people who aren't paying attention or in the stage VC. So you can tune into race day news, see what happens, and yeah, thank you, Glitch, for that. This is why I love Spotify. We have so many people who are so active, and it
Dedicated.
feels a lot different than every other league. It doesn't feel like just the standard league. It feels like a giant community.
And it
Yeah,
surely is. Spotify is the most active community I've ever seen. We went offline for almost an entire year, and we had people active in VC almost every day.
And we still had people lining up to join the Spotify Cup Series as we count down back under green. And I will say this season should be a remembrance to how good and active Spotify is. Back into the gears. Cole is out front into turn number 1.
A little bit of stall from
Yeah.
Ancient there as he dips down to the bottom. A little contact between him and Tubop. Ozone to the top. A lot of contact coming into turn 1 here.
You see everybody going to the top immediately. They know that lane is so much better. As you see Cole, Arniota going up there. Sky's going to follow until. Look at that. 4 Toyotas in a row.
Wow, look
3
at
of those
that.
Icon Motorsports cars.
Like I was
I
saying
can't
earlier,
believe
that's
that.
a way to work together. As, like I said earlier, you want to make friendships before it's too late, and that's obviously what these Toyotas are doing here. Sabas dips down to the bottom. I'm assuming Cole will do the same, but yep,
Well, I'm sure
Toyota
Cole
dominance here
wants
on the
to
outside.
stay-
You got it.
Cole
I'm
might
sorry.
want to stay with his Toyota teammates there. Arnioto and Sky, 1, 2, 3. Impressive showing. Is, you know, Mar telling the field to lift. It is very hard to hold this top side. I will say, I
For sure.
tested this, and it's not easy. You have to lift just a tiny bit. As you see the telemetry on Cole, he lifts just a bit, and he still hit the wall. So now they're all on the wall. Any wall flings does not look like it, but Icon still 1, 2, 3.
Wow. As Sabas
Look
tries
there,
to
sorry, Ozone
go
pulled
up.
down to the bottom of the racetrack right there. Huge runs for the outside.
Uh-oh.
And, you know, I may have to nerf it. I don't want to. I don't want to shut down the game, but we may have to. And, no, it wouldn't take too long, but the outside, it's just a train on the outside. I'll have to ask the drivers, ask if it's okay, but right now we're not really seeing the racing that we saw at the start.
It's just because, you know, we're still early on in the stage. I think we'll get 3 wide like we did towards the end eventually. And I think it's just a matter of time. But for now, everyone's just log laps on the outside. As you can see, Arnioto, Sky, Cole working together to try to stay out front. But with the pushes, it's going to be hard. But they still manage to keep the top side. But look at that. Tubop, Bubba, Northern, Little Monster all to the bottom.
And like I was saying earlier, whenever there's a big train on the outside and you're left out to dry, you need to make that move up to the high side. And whenever you wait too long, that hole starts to close. I was watching Little Monster about a lap ago. He was trying to get up to the top while it was he and Sabas down on the bottom, and Sabas ended up taking that hole when it got too late for Little Monster. And it's just a matter of time. Drivers all about precision, and that's something these drivers need to watch out for, is to be precise and very accurate in their moves up switching lanes.
Coming down the front straightaway here, that is Cole leading the field. And they're going to take it into turn 1. Everybody training the top. As you still see 3 Toyotas stacked up, and the leader goes around. Into the outside wall goes Cole as everybody jumps.
Northern involved. Northern still
goes
wrecking.
around as well.
Still wrecking. He's around.
They're still wrecking, but it's just Northern that really lost all that time. That might be a no caution, no merge. Very unfortunate for Northern. Cole got made contact. I think Cole just like, oh, he says it was lag. So that's going to allow Northern to come back because it was a lag on Cole. But yeah, no, I was questioning because Cole, he like made contact there with his teammates, and then he just door Northern for no reason whatsoever. But it looks like that reason was lag. And out front, somebody who we haven't talked about a whole lot, CTG in that 99 Chevrolet is leading the field.
What looked like happened was Cole slid up the track a little bit into Sky and got in that outside wall a little bit. Everyone was trying to avoid, and inevitably the crash ensued. And that's something that drivers need to be careful of, especially this early on in the stage. You don't want to ruin your chances.
And I bet a lot of people are going to be very excited for the next race, which that one is going to be Auto Club. Make sure to stay tuned for that. But still, the reason why people are going to be excited for that is just because it's not a super speedway race. I bet some guys are starting to get tired of doing super speedway, as you see Tubop kind of squeezing everybody against the wall right there.
Auto Club.
Doing that. He's trying to side draft, but still don't want to put him in the wall.
Auto Club, a track that is not very common in row racing. Not many leagues do it, and it's one track that it's pretty hard to perfect. But once you do, it is going to be an exciting show. So stay tuned for next week. Auto Club Speedway.
Yeah, I do want to say that Yamar mentioned getting tired of super speedway racing. I'm sure the man merging has probably had his fair share of grievances as Ozone lagging, able to keep it straight there.
It's not the short track.
It's not the short
No,
track.
Auto Club is
Auto
a
Club
warehouse now.
Is now CTG still out front, but if I'm CTG, I am terrified. You have 3 hungry sharks and the Icon Motorsports drivers right behind you. Nope, excuse me, that's Timmy. But you still have 2 of those Icon drivers. CTG's kind of in no man's land.
Lil Monster capitalizes off a little bobble by Bubba, takes the top side from him. Now Bubba is forced to the back. As we've seen, this top side is just dominant up here in this
exactly.
this late in the race.
Saying, oh, I think there was contact at the back. There was Bubba around in the grass, Northern as well.
He keeps it clean.
Oh, look at that. Tubop to the bottom tried to get around Timmy there. I don't know if it was accidental or on purpose, but now he's hung out to dry. Still, the outside is just absolutely training. And the drivers, though, most of them said they did not want to nerf to the high side. They're probably just logging laps right now.
And I really hope so, because I hope that outside just isn't too good. But, you know, it's going to take time. And for some big teams, for example, Toyota, they have the numbers advantage over everybody in the field right now. Ford only has 2 cars, and I think Chevrolet maybe has 3 or 4. Yeah, 4 cars for Chevrolet, while Toyota, I'm pretty sure they have 5, right?
Whoa.
Toyota
has 5. So for a big team like Toyota to make a move, that could get the inside going. People might swing down as well. As already, we're getting that 3-wide racing going. Here we are. The bottom's forming up.
Wow, I want to mention Little Monster made a phenomenal pass 3 wide through the middle. That 22 for Daytona Motor Club is now out front. Daytona Motor Club, a little bit of a Florida Motorsports satellite. My little brother is the owner of the team, and that 22 a real underdog story. And the satellite Ford is now on the top of the top.
As
Here we go, Cole going back up to the top of the racetrack, and can Daytona Motor Club get a home track victory? That would be a great win to start off the season. I bet Zane would be very appreciative of it, and I bet Lil Monster would be ecstatic. First race in the Spotify Cup Series, he get a win of contact at the back. Sebastian to the outside wall with Northern.
Yeah, they're jumbling in the back, but I can assure you, I think Willie would be a little happy if Daytona Motor Club got a win. As now, you know, Lil Monster fading back, Cole was able to take the position, and now Timmy, who we've all said has no help, is now out front of the field.
And they were definitely just logging laps out inside. It's definitely getting an advantage right now. So we know that both lanes work. It's just they're logging laps. They're trying to stay careful. Although I've said it multiple times, best way to log laps, have a couple people hang back, and then just have 2 lines form up. Maybe get 4 people on the outside, 4 people on the bottom. Just that's the best way to log laps. So we see that inside starting to get a lot better right now. And we're coming to the end of the stage. Just about coming to 10 to go. Did Ozone lag and hit the wall?
No, Ozone made a great move to the top side. I really like that move. Everyone in the back moved to the top. Ozone was able to get there on Sky, so Sky cannot block. And now Ozone's out front of the top.
Lil Monster
Tim's not
contact.
even gonna be able to block safely.
A little bit of contact between Lil Monster and Cole up into the outside wall just a little bit, but they keep it steady and we stay green.
Look at this pushing right here from the bottom. This is a great show of teamwork between Sky and Tim. As Bubba once again flying to the bottom of the racetrack. That's happened like 3 times for me this race when I'm on TV1 and Bubba just goes flying down the track. But we see that inside starting to work back up again.
Oh, it's gonna be a dicey here soon. 2 by 2. Ozone to the bottom, but he can't make it clear. Tim, CTG, contact. 3 wide for the lead. 3 different manufacturers. Some incredible racing up front, but Timmy's all alone, but not so fast. Northern to help. 3 by 3. 3 rows deep. Timmy gets the nod at the line. 10 laps to go.
And I thought CCG was going to stay up top, but no, he went with his team owner in Ozone. Tim wanted to go to the bottom with Sky, had to throw a block, but just nowhere there, and now he's going to go back up to the top side and try to help out that 24.
A little bit of aggression going into some of these corners as, once again, more contact between 2 drivers into the outside wall. That's 2 bopped into Sabas. More contact. Sabas has obviously been up front a little this race. Haven't seen much of him, but he's shown that he can stay up front and maintain a lead.
Yeah,
2 bopped in the outside wall. That's a wall fling. It was a wall fling.
Ozone around. There's 5 wide back there. That's going to be a caution. I have no idea what just happened. But back to the line. Sky wins the race back, and that's what I was about to say. It looked like a wall fling.
I think that was a wall fling.
I'm pretty sure that was a wall fling.
He's shown that he can.
I think, did I wreck someone when I think Ozone lagged and then went up the track. I think that's what happened.
That might be the case. So we'll get Matt to, check back at the replay real quick.
Once again, I also had a very bad perspective of that. Matt's looking back at it right now.
All right, so from the looks of it, Northern and Arnioto make contact into the outside wall, and 2bop makes heavy contact with Arnioto's quarter panel, trying to avoid. Down into the track into Bubba, and it's a literal domino effect. Up and down the track, multiple drivers involved. As we see Ozone around, Arnioto involved, many drivers involved in this incident here. And we've seen a lot of wall flings.
Just a really, a domino effect, as he said. A big chain started from the top, infected the entire field, especially Ozone. But now we have 9 laps to go in stage number 2. We saw that at the end there of that green flag run, we got 2 wide racing. So are we going to see it now? I mean, they're going to be on the bottom, at first, but I'm excited to see which line's going to prevail.
All right, Matt, just keep sharing your screen. Let's look at this one more time. Just
I can go in slow
go
motion.
over. Let's see what happened right here.
All right, let's what lap was it on?
I finally got the this to work. The replay.
Haven't seen much of him, but we can go. Oh shit.
Oh, my bad, guys. All right, let's see.
He's shown that he can.
Take it away, Matt.
As we see here, a little bit of contact. I don't have a good angle, but a little bit of contact with Northern and Arnioto. I'm muted. My bad. So as we see, I don't have a very good angle of it. But Arnioto pulls to the outside. Northern really has nowhere to go. A little bit of outside wall contact there. 2bop makes contact with Arnioto down into Bubba and Ozone. And Arnioto involved. Nothing he could have really done there as he was in the wall. And pretty ugly crash.
Wrong button right there. There we go.
Sorry, I haven't used push to talk in a while.
You're good. All right. Well, yeah, guys, I think it's raining. I think Sky won.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I remember when
let me check. I was gone for a bit. Everybody said R. Nobody said NR from what I can see. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Back under green at Daytona. Lap 52. 9 laps to go. It'll be the teammates Sky and Cole leading them through the gears.
a little bit of a stall there from Lil Monster. A little bit of a stall there from Lil Monster, but in that draft, he maintains position, and 2bop filtered up to the outside with Tim. The outside, like we were saying, takes a while to form, but once it does form, it is worth it. So a lot of drivers going to pull up to the top side as we see CTG and Northern going to work together there on the outside. Many cars start to pull high. Sky and Cole stay low, the manufacturer teammates. And that's kind of what we're going to see towards the end of this stage here.
Now the real question is, will we have side-by-side racing coming to the end of the stage? Because we know that cars like to hug the bottom of that racetrack, and that outside line, it may not form up. You'll probably have a lot of people on the bottom trying to just hold their positions. We talk about it a lot, and that'll definitely happen at the end of this race. You'll just see a train on the bottom because it's the easiest to hold your position there.
And here's the thing. That's why I think this setup is great, because everyone naturally wants to go to the bottom. The top side it's kind of unnatural, you know? You don't necessarily want to go up there. It's a little risky, but if you can get it formed, the top side is clearly the better lane. So it's a matter of technique. You know, the bottom is better, but if you can get a couple people on the top side, I'm sure you can skyrocket to the lead. As you see, Tim's up at the top, Sebas, little monster, but up front, they're just training the bottom.
Now through 3 and 4 this time, Sky has led a ton of laps today. I'm very surprised with how well Sky has done today. He's not really known for being a super speedway racer, but now you see him training laps and can't really go on board with Sky. You see Cole right behind him, although, ooh, track bump right there for Cole, and now he goes under the line. It's really sketchy when you're on the bottom of the racetrack too. Cannot pass below that double yellow line. So sometimes you'll get pushed below and that spot will get taken and you'll have to brake to the back and lose all your track position.
As you can see, Ozone, Bob, Ancient, they kind of had to lift out of it. They're all Chevys. They're all in the same VC, so I wonder if Northern, you're going to see him pull up out of line soon, try to get that high side going. Not very sure. It looks like Ancient Bob just jumping back to the bottom. A surprising inside train with only 7 laps to go in stage number 1.
Ozone just came down on Tubot. I think he left the door open as now we're on board with Ozone. Let's take a look at the statistics at the bottom of the screen right there. You see his wheel, you see the miles per hour. They're going a lot slower than that, I may mention, but look at this. Full throttle, not getting off the gas at all. You see Sebas pull up to the top of the track. There, you saw him get off the gas right there. Was very hesitant on pushing a little monster right there. He did not want to try to wreck him, and that's what skilled drivers do. They don't just plow through somebody and push him up the track, almost cause a wreck. Ozone got off the gas, knew he was going to cause a wreck, and great job from Ozone, one of the best racers in Spotify.
Yeah, we know Ozone. He he won the season 3 Daytona 500, if I am correct. Yep. Daytona 500 champion, and everyone knows him for super speedway talent. But right there, little incident there with little monster. He's gonna pull up to the outside, fair and square pass from Ozone Productions. And yeah, I mentioned he has tied Bob. Well, at this point, passed him, but he was tied with Bob coming into today for the most laps led during Speed Week. So obviously, Ozone Productions a contender for the win. 5 laps to go in stage number 2.
And I would like to say this, it's that I completely lost my train. Oh yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Ozone, back in season 3, Ozone was known for being one of the best super speedway racers. He won, what, I think it was like, out of the races that he entered, he won more than half of the super speedways in season 3. He was one of the best super speedway drivers, but now his reign of terror is kind of over. And we don't really have that dominant super speedway guy. You could, say Mason's one of the best super speedway racers in the business. Sky, he's led a lot of laps today. You could say Sky's one of the best.
You could say your defending 500 champion, maybe Arnie Yodo as one of the best. I mean, Northern's always up front. He's a great pusher, known to be. But yeah, Ozone was our dominant super speedway guy. He was gone for a while, but now he's back. I believe he's part-time.
Ooh.
For a move for the lead, that's teammate Sky and Cole. Kind of unfortunate for that 51. Gonna have to break out of it. And Arnie Yodo gets screwed over too. Ancient makes the move. So does Northern.
And that's
that uncertainty of the front straightaway. Sorry to cut you off there, Matt. That's
whoa!
Oh,
Bubba flipped.
Down.
I had a perfect angle of that. I need to look back at that.
I barely saw that, but Bubba is on his roof.
I have a good angle of it.
To the line, gonna be a race back. Cole out front. Northern and Ozone, just like the old days in second. Maybe they're gonna be able to make a slingshot.
Okay.
Here they
Man,
come.
I also just did not have a good view of that. 3 wide to the line right here between CTG, Northern, Ozone.
It looks like Cole onto the tri-oval, gonna win the race back. Northern second, Arnie Yodo third, Ozone fourth.
We're gonna review this in a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting 3 to go restart for stage number 2.
All right, well, Matt, you said you got a good view of it. Let's take a look right here. Just give me 1 sec. All right, here we go. Here is Matt's POV.
So kind of like what I was talking about earlier with these domino effect kind of wrecks. So Bubba pulls high to avoid Sky, who is merging, and Sabas kind of follows suit. And like I was talking about earlier, this lane changes all abrupt can really affect how you hit the wall. And Sabas makes contact with Bubba in the door, and just like a ricochet impact, and Bubba bounces off the wall. Tire first, wall hops the outside wall in a lazy flip.
I don't think that was a wall fling. I think it's just the tire came in contact with the wall, and then that sent his car over. That was definitely not a wall fling.
Bit of a lazy flip there.
Although first flip of the season, as
Belongs to a rookie.
yeah, let's. Well, not first flip of the season.
I
First
can-
flip with the points races.
I got Sebastian Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, 58 out of 100 laps done, and just barely halfway through this thing. Let's get going for stage 2 here.
3 laps to go as the field gets ready. Cole out front. He was in a position to win it, but got bad blocked by Sky. Maybe this time he'll get the stage win. Now remember, I'm just going to say, I predicted Cole to win stage number 2. Here we go, back under gears, green flag at Daytona.
As we
Everybody
see
got a
here,
good jump
very
right there.
single.
It's these restarts that are they're very chaotic, and it's hard to hold your position. You see Cole pull up to that top side, maybe hoping that somebody goes up with him, and you'll see everybody just going by him on the bottom of the racetrack.
Oh, poor Cole right there. Unlucky. Got shuffled out of line. That's
Yeah.
going to put a veteran of Northern Railfan out front in that DuPont 24 Chevrolet. But he's got an aggressive few drivers behind him. That's Arnioto. CTG, his teammate, Ancient, all down the back straightaway.
And now CTG right now in third. He's got help from a Chevrolet teammate, though. Arnioto boxed in between these Chevys, and they probably will not pull out of line, or maybe CTG might get greedy, although they're way far out there right now. Those cars behind him are going to have a huge run, probably cause some chaos at the front of this pack.
Ozone says P next time. Probably joking, but if he's lagging, that could be a serious thing. As Ancient not there, going to have to lift to the back.
It
Northern
looked
still
like-
out front. I wasn't sure what happened there, but CTG's to the bottom of Arnioto.
Ozone
Seems
into the wall.
clean to me. Now that's a Toyota out of line. Chevy first, Chevy second. Timzu and a Ford is in third.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a verbal warning for CTG. He forced Ancient below the line. I mean, it looked like a racing incident. I don't think Ancient could do much about it, but...
Oh, that's not a legal
Ooh,
pass.
that's-
I know that.
Yeah,
That's
now
not
he's
very
got a
legal,
lift right
CTG.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he's-
lifts straight in front of
Yeah,
Timmy.
that's probably going to be a
Oh,
warning.
no, that's going to screw
Oh,
over
no,
Timmy.
Yeah.
that was
Cole for
cool.
round 2.
Yeah, that
Takes
is...
Cole out of the race for the win, but now Sky is in second and Northern is out on an island. White flag, 1 lap to go, presented by Marmalade.
Now here's a guy I was trying to talk about earlier, didn't really get the chance. Sabas, he's been all over, front, back, leading the top, back of the top, wherever he is making passes at all times, and he's trying to get things done, and I think he's going to have a better season than anticipated, and I know that might be a crazy take, but Sabas, I've seen some good talent out of him, and pretty excited to see how this race goes for him. As we're leading down the back straightaway. 2 corners to go. Northern leads.
Oh, Ancient CTG just went below the line and pushed Arnioto up.
Uh-oh, and he's
I'm going to have
pay
to
for
look
it,
back at
too.
some of these CTG incidents and maybe have to give out a warning, but coming out of turn 4, Sky tries to pull down to the bottom. Now he's going to go back up to the top.
Sky
Sky
pulls
goes
high.
On the side draft on the bottom of the racetrack.
Not going to get it
Northern's gonna
done.
win it.
Wow,
Northern
close
wins
at
that.
the line there.
Did I
CTG
get
caused
that
a
right?
lot of chaos. Yeah, Northern got that stage win for Northern Railfan. I think, did you predict Northern to win stage 2?
I'm pretty
Did
sure.
you?
I know I predicted him to win a stage.
I don't remember which one
stage,
you
bud.
predicted. But yeah, you did. You did predict Northern to win stage 2. So hey, look at that. I get a prediction.
All right,
You get a
well,
prediction.
it's going to take a second to let us get back green, but for now, we're going to let you enjoy some commercials.
Matt, you ate up like half the last lap talking about Sebas in the back, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't get a chance.
Bro,
Bro.
you wasted like half the last lap. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I was trying to get it done. I was like, yeah, Sabas is a very good season. Northern leads.
And then the
I gotta look back and look at CTG here because a
Yeah.
lot of stuff happened with CTG.
No, but it was really funny because you said, here's a guy like the Mahomes Glazer.
Yeah, Chris
Something like that.
Collinsworth. Collins?
Here's a guy. Yeah, Chris Collinsworth. Yeah.
I mean, CTG, he's getting pushed. And
He's gotta get, like, at least one
he's
one.
on the brakes. He was getting on the brakes, and then he starts letting off. That's good because I was actually spectating him. And
There has
then
to be, like, at least
let's
one
see
and one.
here.
I'm going to get water, so I'll be back.
Let's look at the steering wheel as well. Turning left, tries to correct, brake checks, tries to get back up in line, turns right up the track, trying to get back up in his spot, and then, I mean, we tell him to brake, but then he brake checks in front of the field. That's the thing. So, he was getting pushed. I don't know if I can really do that. He's trying to brake. And I can definitely tell he's trying to, like, softly brake. He's not slamming on the brakes. Well, okay, well, he did once. Which, that kind of messed up Tim. And then, yeah, stuff happened with CTG right there. Sucks for him. Anything happened on the last lap? Am I missing something?
No, not much.
Yeah, Arnioto, let's see. Yeah,
not much happened on the last lap
Yeah,
besides
so-
that incident.
I'm not warning CTG for the northern incident. I'm gonna verbal warn him for the Arnioto incident.
Okay, that seems a little. He got off a little easy to me. But
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
mean, he can't do much. He was trying to brake and then just checked up a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I'm a little quick to judge, so I didn't really see much of it, but I noticed that CTG was making a couple weird moves down there under the lines. No, we're still on commercial. Under the line and stuff, and
okay,
it was
CTG, bro. You cannot say stay mad,
little-
bro. You got so mad. After
Stay
the
mad.
At Indy, bro.
stay
You
mad,
really
little bro.
He tags. CTG's so salt. Yeah, I wouldn't really be saying stay mad right now, buddy.
Yeah, although let's see, did he finish inside the points for the stage? I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, let me do those. Shit.
Yeah, CTG might get relegated to the back for the stage as well.
Should we do
Just for
scheme?
that-
Should we do scheme of the day?
You have the link, the spreadsheet, right? Okay, stage. You just have to read me off stage 1. Give me a sec. Okay, here we go.
Should we do scheme of the day in a little bit?
We already did.
Oh, you did.
We just did it like personal.
Yeah, I mean, it messed up Arnioto. Actually,
Okay, who
well,
won
they
stage-
stayed in the same spots anyways.
Who won stage 1? It was
Tubop.
Two Bob.
So Tubop gets 15 and a playoff point. Oh, we don't have a
Alright.
tab for a playoff.
I mean, the
point.
thing is, you still can't do it. I don't know. We'll have to discuss about CTG later.
Okay, it's fine. So we'll just do points at the end.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss about what happened with CTG later if he has to get relegated to the back
Yeah.
for the stage. But here we are. Time 0, officially
Are we-
nighttime down in Daytona.
Commercial.
Oh yeah, I almost didn't come back.
Good call, but
I almost didn't come back from commercial. Sorry about
Yeah.
that, guys. Anyways,
What?
back to the broadcast. Oopsie daisies. All right. Anyways, about to go green here at Daytona. All right, here we go. Officially nighttime down in Daytona Beach, Florida. 40 laps to go. Tim said
Back.
CD0, and I'm not gonna lie, I almost did CD0.
Oh, back into the green, into the gears. Green flag, stage 3, the last leg of the Spotify Cup Series Daytona 500. Northern Railfan Stage 2 winner remains out front.
And knowing this is going to be the last season, I bet a lot of guys are going to turn up their aggression from 10 to 11. They know this is going to be the last Daytona 500. They're not going to have a chance, and Daytona 500s don't happen that often, so guys are going to be very aggressive, trying to make some moves, get up front.
Imagine how meaningful this is to any driver. This is a very, very heavy trophy, not in literal terms, in metaphorical terms. As you see, 3 wide, Ozone Arnioto and Sky. Now it's going to put those Chevys on the bottom. And aren't you getting a little bit of nostalgia, Mar, seeing Ozone and Northern working together and Tubopt, all those Chevys on the bottom? It's great racing as we come to lap 62.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit nostalgic. Those guys worked so well together back in Season 3, and I remember last season, oh, a little bit of lag right there. I remember last season, Tubot was begging me to put him in the Chevrolet VC because that's where everybody he knew was. And Ancient tried to go with Tubot to that middle lane, but it's just not going to work out. Ancient's going to have to check up. Cole, where's he going to go? Top, middle, bottom? To the top.
And this time, Tubop didn't have an issue. He is a Chevrolet on course home. Aggressive move to the bottom by Timzu. He's going to take it 3 wide with Tubop and Arnioto. That's for third, but still, Northern and Ozone controlling the race out front.
And Northern has definitely had his fair share of struggles at the Daytona 500 plenty of times before. What were you saying, Bot?
I wasn't going to say anything. Timmy made a little bit of a questionable move right on the yellow line. Contact between CTG and Tubopt. Timmy was able to get to the lead, but those Chevys, Northern and Ozone, they just jumped to the top side. Still able to control the race. And I'm just going to say right now, those Toyotas are right behind them.
I think Arnioto got
Cole and Arnioto.
Right there.
Cole and Arnioto pull it to the bottom. Did not expect that, especially with this not very many cars on the bottom, but that's a good move for the Toyotas there to start getting some movement.
Yeah, and you just want to... Sorry, go ahead, Bot.
We're surprisingly too wide, which I thought we would, stage the longest stage of the race. Surprisingly, I thought we were going to get single file pretty early. But now it looks like we are getting single file as 99 cars being put in the chat by Ancient. Not very happy with CTG. Throwback to Fiesta's brother, if you know, you know. But still, Northern Ozone controlling this race, not anymore. The 51 at the top side, briefly 4 wide.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Bot.
Look at this, 3 wide.
Whoa! CTG spins around like a... I don't even know.
No caution, keep it green.
Oh yeah, we can let him merge,
NC, I got.
Let it rip. CTG flips into the outside wall. Heavy impact.
Tubopt,
Tubopt as well.
Now it's gonna be a caution. 2 cars off the pace. Excuse me, sorry. Is Northern on the wall? Not sure what Northern's doing. He could have came down and blocked his team or his manufacturer mate Ozone. Chooses not to. Is now they're 3 wide for second. Ozone Productions out front of the field for the first time tonight.
And here we are coming out of turn number 4, trying to give himself good position coming to this.
Northern with a big push. Makes his way, contact. He takes second. Oh my god.
On his roof, on top of Northern Paws, is a big wreck.
Woo. All right, I'm gonna look back at that CTG flip, CTG's flip there in the front stretch. I gotta look back.
Yeah, right there, Ozone showing his prowess on the super speedways there, was able to get the lead through that chaos, maintain it, and win the race back. We take it to Matt with the race replay.
Well, like we were saying...
Wait, hold on, give me 1 sec,
Mar.
I wasn't ready for it. Alright, there we go.
Like we were saying earlier, the most dangerous part of the track, the front straightaway, coming down to the line. CTG pulls to the bottom, tries to get something done, and we're going to watch this back. He pulls down, car inside, contact with Cole, forces his car back up into the outside wall and just lifts it off the wheels onto its side.
When have we seen that before? We saw that last night. And in the duels, he got caught up in a wreck, hit the outside wall hard, and once again went on his side. It's not been a good week for CTG considering all the wrecks he's been in.
A little bit of deja vu for that 99 car. 99
yeah, and
sorry.
Let's check this other incident out. Let me find it.
Pretty sure it was just a wall fling.
I just went back to the race.
Oh, well, it's okay. It was just a wall fling.
Yeah, okay.
Tubop just hit a wall fling.
Uh-huh.
Got some air, didn't get up and over, but yeah.
Then we're going to watch... Oh, hold on. Check this flip by Cole. A little bit of contact between Sabas and Northern. It's not very clear there. Cole, nowhere to go. Pushed up the racetrack. Yep, I can already see it happening. Into his driver of Sabas, and he's off his
Oh boy.
on his lid. Yep, like we were saying, sketchy area. The front stretch is not a place where you want to try to make passes, and that's why it's been so exciting towards the end of these cautions and these stages. Everyone's trying to make a position, and when that happens, it's chaotic, and a lot of wrecks happen.
All right, here we go. About to go green once again.
Getting back into the gear soon. 3, 2, 1. Green flag back underway at Daytona. Ozone Productions in the 87 is out front of the field.
And Ozone leads this field coming into turn number 1.
As you see,
they're probably gonna try and keep it steady, try to keep it clean, but knowing the intensity that's probably picking up, they see that stage 3.
Toyota.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Toyota's starting to build up a little pack here, trying to pounce on the 87 car of Ozone, trying to take this lead away. Northern trying to make his way up to his manufacturer teammate of Ozone, and there's a Toyota in between. Oh, contact Northern and Arnioto, not very clear. Arnioto around, we stay green.
Involved.
Oh,
Never
2
mind.
Oh,
cars.
it's gonna be 2.
Oh, it's
3,
more.
4.
Yeah, that's a caution, but it will be a race back.
I was spectating Northern when it
He
happened.
lagged out. No, there he just lagged, didn't lag
Yeah,
out.
I guess he just lagged. He didn't
Whoa!
Went back up into Arnioto.
There's more contact. All right, I
Boy,
was
oh boy.
I was spectating Northern when the crash happened, so I got like the perfect view of it.
I got a decent view of what happened too. We'll still go back to you because you got a much better angles than I do most of the time.
Yeah, now down here.
lot of crashes to end this race.
Yeah, drivers are just getting real antsy now. I mean, they can almost taste victory. Now, coming off turn number 4, Ozone again with the lead. Is Cole going to try to make a move? Looks to the top side. He's blocked. But look at that side draft. The 41, the 87.
Oh, Sky.
Contact, side by side at the line. It's Ozone
Woo!
who gets the nod.
Ancient takes
Sky kind
P2.
of ruined that. Sky got real aggressive trying to take it 3 wide through the middle.
Yeah, I think Sky was trying to push Cole and didn't really stick his bumper. But yeah, we're gonna watch this incident back.
All right.
Let's
Gonna take it to Matt to
Let's-
see what happened there.
hang on. I'm not quite ready yet.
All right, let's take a look back and see what happened here. Matt had a good view of it.
All right, cool. Just-
Matt.
Yeah,
I think it's
I'm
the
setting
music.
up.
Okay,
I'm
there we go.
setting up. So as you see there, Arnioto not quite clear, chops down on Northern's front bumper, and it usually doesn't end well for that situation as Arnioto smacks the inside wall. Not very hard of an impact, but still a pretty big incident there. I'm trying to get this to go quicker.
And-
Go.
And we got Northern right here.
Yeah, he just slides through.
Trying
the
to
grass
merge
at
back in.
24. I didn't merge back in very well. That could very well be a warning.
Hits the
play.
99 car.
He went back on the pavement, and that's how the car gets tight. He's also going through the grass, which is very bumpy, so he really doesn't have a lot of control over the car, and nothing Northern can do in that situation.
Let's look at it in the situation. All right, let's look at this.
Situation.
Gotta skip ahead a little bit. It's
All right,
funny.
well, let's get back racing here. Oh,
Arnioto
waiting
not ready.
for Arnioto.
Boom.
Cole Pants points out a very interesting fact. The 41 wrecks with 41 to go. The 434 wrecked with 34 to go. Does that mean
Like,
the
how do you
one
know
wreck
this?
With 1 to go? Because Cole just said it.
Oh, too
Good
bup.
to
You
see
better watch
Fury
out.
said I'm safe.
That means the 01 is gonna wreck with 0.1 laps to go coming to the line.
Oh, coming to the line.
And
he's gonna get turned to
Lil
the
Monster is gonna wreck with 22 to go.
All right,
24 to go.
Arnioto
25.
still isn't here. Hold on, dude. We're waiting for Arnioto.
Well, let's announce our scheme of the day since Arnioto's not ready. In the Spotify Cup Series, we do a little inside thing called Scheme of the Day. Just to, showcase the brilliant scheme makers we have. And my choice for Scheme of the Day is that beautiful number 1 of Kubopt, the Bud Light Chevrolet for Horse Home Racing. Very nice scheme. I'm a sucker though for metallic black and whites. So.
Yeah, I knew you were talking about my final ride scheme from last season. You said that you enjoyed the look of it, and I love this Bud Light car that I'm looking at. I really like the scuffs on the side, the tire donut marks, and just all the detail in this Bud Light car. And a very unique scheme in the 99 of CTG. Let's look at this. Kind of a royal looking car. Red, yellow, purple.
Very flamboyant.
It's very hard to describe. As I'm a fan of this metallic number. Nice gold. Car looks very clean. Good detail.
One thing that Tubob does great with his schemes is that as you look on it, there's like a little bit of background texture on it. You can see it as well as his car as well. That's what makes the scheme pop out so much better. Is Arnioto here?
It doesn't seem like it.
I don't think so.
Doesn't Marv announce your scheme of the day winner?
Oh yeah, my scheme of the day winner. Last time I went with Northern. This time I went with Ozone. Oh, Arnioto's here. All right, we got to get back to racing. But Ozone, love that scheme. It just looks so clean.
It does.
I love simple cars.
Kind of like a Wild West type of look to it. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice little dirty old paper. We are back underway. Green flag in the air. 34 laps to go here at Daytona. The last Daytona 500 in the Spotify Cup Series. 34. You can go ahead.
87, he's going to lead the field into turn number 1. Cole not clear. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go all the way to the back. And now that Amazon number 48 of Ancient. He was the pole sitter, but honestly, he hasn't been that fast tonight. Said he dislikes super speedway racing, but if it's one thing for Ancient, sometimes he's just in the right place at the right time. Down the back straightaway, the inside reigns supreme.
And you know what? You set me up perfect right there. Let's have a little bit of a new segment for us. The furniture front row. We're going to take a look at our front row sitters, see where they are sitting right now. Let's start off with Ancient. Started off in the pole position, currently second. Matt, what has he done wrong today and what has he done right?
One thing I've seen from Ancient is he's kept the car up front, but he's failed to really find that position where he can find a friend to kind of help him get up to this front pack, and he's getting involved in lots of incidents, and it's very unfortunate for a driver like Ancient, so dominant at these kind of tracks. Many wins for him here at this track, and he's struggling to find that pair where he can just find a driver. I'm so tired. Where he can find a partner to draft with, and it's a big problem, especially for a pole sitter like him.
Let's take a look at CTG in that 99 car. Hasn't made a lot of friends today.
For sure.
Ancient was getting mad at him earlier. I think a couple other cars are not liking him earlier, but qualified second, didn't have to worry about it. Qualified on the front row. And one thing I've noticed with CTG is that he's been aggressive, but not too aggressive, although definitely has made some wrong moves at the wrong time as Ancient got sideways in the grass. That is your pole sitter.
Yeah, not very good right now for CTG and Ancient, both near the back. On the contrary, Ozone, I believe he started last. He is now at the lead. Obviously qualifying, not that important at Daytona, but look at that. Arnioto's gonna go to the bottom, but Ozone has help from Bubba. 2x2 basically through the entire field. Sebas getting great train, but Ozone on the top. Arnioto on the bottom. All manufacturers, 3 wide for the lead. Oh no, that's not gonna work.
They went 4 wide right there. Tubo tried to swing it down to the middle, go with Bubba to that middle lane, and it just didn't work out. Didn't anticipate it.
Yeah, that did not go well, Bubba. I mean, he probably had to lift a little bit there. Did not contact that. That's going to send him and Ozone to the back. Ozone not
Sky, no, there they go. Not again.
CTG around.
Again. Cole with a vicious impact on the inside wall. Ancient, our pole sitter, is also in.
It's that damn 99 car.
99 car. Another incident involving him. Is Arnioto able to maintain the lead? It is a race back. be 30 to
All right,
go.
well,
Crossing the line.
we kind of need to get this going. It's been 2 hours at this point, coming up on, well, we just passed the 2-hour point, so preferably I wouldn't really like to do a replay. I know it adds a lot of stuff to the broadcast, but we kind of got to get this going.
Look at that. Northern made a move on Arnioto for the lead on the top. Worked to perfection, a drag race to the line. That 24 is going to get the lead on the race back.
A very interesting crash there on the front straight. And like we've said a million times, it is not the place to be making moves, especially 4 wide. And Cole makes contact with Ancient. It looks like he drifted down the track, and that just, it does not go well. Like we were saying, the domino effect, multiple cars bouncing off of each other, and it causes very, very bad times, very, very unfortunate circumstances. So,
mysterious race control message telling them to keep it clean. I don't know who said that, but
can you shut up for once?
Ty Bump, I'm not very happy.
All right, well, 30 laps to go in the Daytona 500, and seen a lot of people dominate, get up front. We've seen a lot of people kind of hang back this race.
And I'm very interested to see this last stage, how the strategy is going to play out. If, you know, maybe Ozone and Tim are going to revert back to what they were doing before. Why are they lined up at pit road, bro?
Yeah, but as you said earlier, this is a very nostalgic type of thing for some of these drivers to kind of get back in this car. Hadn't been at Daytona in over a year in the Spotify Cup Series, and as you also said earlier, kind of a memory this league has been for some of these historic drivers, such as like Arnioto and Tubopt. A lot of marbles. Let's just say a lot's at stake here. This is this has been a hub for many people to express their love for motorsports, as we're about to go back green here in the Daytona 500. Final 30 laps to go.
Command getting ready to go green. Back through the gears, the 24 out front. 30 to go at Daytona, and these last 10 laps have felt like a fever dream. Maybe we'll finally get to see a green flag run as the 24 leads them into 1 and 2.
I got changed on the laps. Hold on.
Northern and Arnioto with a quick jump out in front. The draft is going to build up to them, but they keep a steady line here.
Yeah, those two got a really good launch. Oh, Sebas Dorst, Tubob, not very happy with him. I think Tubob hit a wall fling, made contact with Sebas. As CTG wanted to take it 4 wide, he will pay the price. Gets freight trained through the middle.
4 wide.
Again back there, as they are jockeying for position in the back, but up front it's pretty tame. But Northern's gonna get shuffled out of line, and Arnioto's gonna get to the lead.
And that's the problem with being in one line. You're gonna see everybody kind of be pushed down, up the track. I don't think Arnioto can really do much there. He got pushed down the track. I am lagging like crazy.
Yeah, and an unintentional move to the top for both Lil Monster and Northern. Both pushed up out of line from first place as...
sideways at the back. Sorry to cut you off there.
You're good. And Arnioto kind of gets the same type of thing here. Pushed up to the top side. I've noticed this a lot during this race where a lot of drivers are left out to dry here on this top side after either a late block or a dive to the bottom by the second place driver. There's a bug on my screen.
You can see Icon now up front. You know, Arnioto's leading, and then you got those 2 Icon drivers on the bottom. You have Liberty on the top. Sort of a battle here between those Chevys and those Toyotas. Arnioto, aggressive block to the top, not able to get there. Northern looking to the high side, a photo finish at the line. Arnioto leads the lap, but Northern will get the position. All clear for the lead for the 24.
I thought Bubba was going to try and force Tubob to go to the middle with him right there, but that 22 got passed on the outside by Ozone and just nowhere for him to go. He's going to have to file in line, but he's going to be able to choose. Does he want to go to the bottom? Does he want to go to that top? We know that top side's working, but it's hard to hold a line down there. CTG's trying to open up some space, get that bottom groove going, and Sabas sees that 22 pulls down. He's going to go down there as well.
And Arnioto just half a lap. You can go ahead, Bob.
want to point this out here. Look at this. You have the Chevy Alliance on the top, Liberty, Course Home, and Bubba. Bubba's on that team too, but on the bottom you have the Toyotas. Obviously Arnieto and Cole went back up to the top. Now they're going to dive back down to the bottom. As you can see, the manufacturer battle is heating up. The Toyotas out front right now. Look at that high side run. All those Chevys, they have the better line. It's just, will they be able to manage it?
Now coming into turn number 1, and I said this before, but once again, these guys are probably tired of speedway racing. But also, that's the thing with the Daytona 500. It guts you out. It strips you from your course contact with Sebas at the back.
No, he just pulled down to the bottom.
Yeah, lag from Sebas. He is complaining about lag. Guy gonna go up to the top. The entire field at the top. Where'd CCG come from? He's now into the 4th position.
Yeah, Sebas, we can't kick anyone. It's all drivers in here.
Yeah, there's
It's all
nobody to be
drivers.
kicked.
All drivers, Byron and Glitch. So yeah, we have no one to kick. The lag for Sebas, insane. 3 wide there. That's Sky, Northern, CTG. They're both gonna lift back. Contact between Bubba and Ancient there at the back.
Bob
You can definitely
says,
tell they're probably just trying to log some laps, keep it clean, but it's so hard to hold a line, especially when being pushed. You just get pushed up the racetrack. When that outside gets stacked up, there's nothing you can really do. Everyone's going to go up the track and smack that wall. So that's why you kind of got to let off. You got to get used to the car just getting tight and let off a little bit so you can manage the cars. We see Arnieto, Cole, Sky out front right now.
Something that those Toyotas just did. Now, you know, when on the inside, when someone gets out of line in your teammates, obviously the person in second who just kind of, you know, accidentally made the move breaks back, right? But right there, the person in the lead who made that move instead breaks back, allowed them to get single file out front very cleanly. And obviously on the bottom, that's not very possible, but on the top, it is. And they're doing a phenomenal job. The Toyota says, oh, in the back, Sebas around, able to save it, contact there. But these Icon guys have had excellent teamwork all day.
for sure. And as we've seen, now the top side is starting to become more dominant than the inside. And all these drivers just trying to go wherever is moving, of course. And these Toyotas trying to make something work, trying to pull down to the bottom whenever they can. But obviously this top side is going to work. You see Ozone pulls down to the bottom, and that was not a very wise move from him. Oh, starting to shuffle.
I was just about to say, those Toyotas right now are inside the top 3. 3 Toyotas inside the top 3, but they just got shuffled out of line. I was going to say it's going to be difficult to try to make moves, and there goes Arnieto.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Before the line.
That's fatality.
And Two-Bop
Ancient is dead.
Two-Bop flipped as well.
Two-Bop flips across the line. Oh my goodness.
Looked like Ryan Newman. Alright, I need to look back at that. We don't really need a replay. I'm just gonna...
Ozone went to the bottom and then it still worked.
Alright, we made it 7 laps.
It's stuck on the pit
Oh
wall.
my
There
goodness.
is... We made it 7 laps.
Someone get a screenshot of that. There he goes. He's finally unstuck.
Alright. I'm gonna...
He hit a wall. I know we
Alright.
don't do replays, but can we please get a replay of that?
Yeah, we can probably do that.
I'm gonna run at full speed.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, alright.
Dead stop.
See what happened here.
Alright, so as we're seeing, once it starts to get out of turn 4, starts to get more jumbled up, and as you see, Ancient gets the bad end of the stick there, and CTG.
That's 100 G impact. He went from 180 miles an hour to 0, and then got hit by, I believe it was Lil Monster, maybe.
Yeah, and
That
like...
is just a
Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
Okay.
Even commercial. Why would you say that?
And as we were saying before, you got to give each other room, especially when you're going 4 wide, 3 wide, however many wide. It's not going to go well if you don't give each other some space. And I just hit a bug on my screen. There's a mosquito in my room and it keeps flying.
What's wrong with your room, bro?
No, it's the same bug. It's the same bug. It's the same bug.
You didn't get him the first time?
No, he's too fast. All right, I
We
killed
have
him.
a report. Breaking news from the Bob Center. Ancient will officially be out for the season with a back injury. I don't know how true it is. I think there might be some fraudulent reporting. Race day news. Just finally updating race day news. But yeah, Ancient, a horrific incident. It looks like he's, you know, there was already a lot of mental damage there, but, you know, no harm, no foul. Mar is not here. Now, I want to ask something. While Mar is gone, Matt, I don't know if we're on commercial break, so I'm just talking. What is your prediction for the win? Because Mar and I made our predictions for the win. I predicted Tim. He predicted Tubopt. What would you say is going to be the winner?
Well, what I've seen from the majority of this race, I've seen Ozone and Northern keeping this front, kind of maintaining the lead, switching lanes if they have to. They are just so dominant here. And that's kind of what we're going to see. I predict Ozone's going to win the Daytona 500.
Wait, we're back. Green Mar's back?
Yeah,
I guess. All right, green flag. We are underway here at
What is happening with CTG?
I don't know. Not too sure.
He was not ready.
Did he say NR?
All right, well, he needs to get off the track before they make it all around.
Okay, never mind. Keep it green.
Let him merge. Let him merge.
Oh, somebody lagged out. I just watched a spectate menu. Someone disappeared.
I'm not even gonna let that happen. What?
What?
Oh, you S-locked already. Never mind.
Wait, what? Oh, Cole. Oh my God, Cole lagged out.
Cole, did he actually lag out?
Yeah, that's who disappeared.
Well, that's a caution.
That's who disappeared. I noticed someone disappeared on the spectate menu.
I didn't even notice that. Well, let's do redo. Just say redo, Mar. Just say redo.
No.
Oh, or not. Race back to the line. Sky, Ozone. Looks like the 51's going to get the nod.
But yeah, like I was saying, pretty much dominance from this 87 car. Led a lot of the race. I'm not sure if he led most of the race, but Ozone has been up front basically the entire race. He's had a couple lag mishaps here and there, but I think if he can just keep it straight and avoid this lag, I think Ozone will be in victory lane here tonight. 23 laps to go.
Cole wasn't lying. If you check in our general group chat, or not group chat, just the general channel, Cole did lag. So
let me take a look at that. You didn't fake it like Tubob did.
I've done that a couple times.
Cole can't join the server for some reason.
You've been
true?
kicked.
Not whitelisted.
Not whitelisted.
I didn't. What? I didn't kick him. I kicked a Mason.
Check logs. Check
did
logs to
on
see if
S-lock.
somebody kicked. No, just do S-lock twice.
Kick Mason. Or I kicked Mason.
Server unlocked. There we go.
Yeah, I don't think on S-lock
Yeah,
doesn't work.
S-lock.
Yeah, on S-lock doesn't work on this admin. What is it called?
This is Adonis.
Adonis, yeah, Adonis admin. Yeah,
no,
you're
it's
right.
good because now we can allow people to merge at like Vegas and.
All right, I gotta piss.
Stop saying it, bro. Say,
All right.
I have to take a break.
Oh,
You
I
both
gotta.
are terribly unprofessional.
I gotta excrete in my toilet.
Well, I mean, we're doing Roblox Lego racing right now.
Oh, come on. You still gotta show some professionalism for the broadcast.
I gotta go kill a family of 5. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. No, you don't. Wait, is he actually gone?
No.
Oh. I thought you were actually leaving. I was like, wait, what? But I don't know if you heard, but Matt made his prediction. It was
I
Ozone.
did not hear it.
Matt has Ozone, I have Timmy, and you have Tubopt. So 3 very strong racers that we predicted. Cole is back, so once Matt gets back, we will go back under green. And yeah, it's been a very, very long race.
It has, and I should say this. Hold on.
Oh, look in race day news. Look in race day news.
All right, I'm back from my break.
Mar, look in race day news.
Hold on, give me 1 sec.
Race day news. Let's. Special report. I like men.
All right, well, here we go. So let's why did Glitch actually say that?
No, he said special report.
Bob said
Bob,
that.
I like.
Oh my God, CTG went AFK again. God damn it, CTG. All right,
Well, he's back.
all right, here we go.
It has been a caution-filled last leg of this race, but with 23 to go, they're gearing up. Green flag back underway at Daytona. Sky leads the field out of the tri-oval.
this has definitely been the most caution-filled Daytona 500. Already contact at the back between Bubba and them. But yeah, it was going well before. I think we had 4 cautions coming into stage 3, and ever since then, it's just been a caution-filled race.
Yeah, now down the back straightaway, they're all single file on the bottom, but eventually they're all going to jump up to the top. I'm calling it as Sky out front, Arnieotto his teammate in second, and I cannot speak enough good about Icon as, Arnieotto makes a mistake. Little Monster also up the track. They're 4 wide for second. I just want to say, look at the gap Sky has, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
That is terrible.
About 5 car lengths.
He's not clear.
Woo!
Hard in the wall.
And
No
Sabas
caution.
going to bring it down pits. He's just going to have to break back. No
Yep,
caution.
Sabas.
Caution is not out. It's 1 car.
Sabas being considerate, taking a careful exit out of pit lane. Gonna remerge safely as Tim. Unfortunate contact between he and Sabas into the inside wall pretty hard. It looked like he had spin physics there.
Does I mean I feel like
I mean the cars are very light. They have kind of like its own spin physics a little bit, but there's no spin physics. It's just the cars have like 0 mass on them, so they're very easy to wall fling. They're very easy to wreck. I mean that's essentially about it.
Arnie just made a very ballsy move, split the middle between.
Yeah, I
CTG
saw
and
that.
Cole, dive down. As Northern's up the track, Ancient trying to let his teammate back in. But look at that, they might try to get by Sky. CTG, oh no! Cuff Sky out of the way. Unfortunate hit right there.
I mean,
that's gonna put
Sky,
Northern real thin out front.
Sky's fine. He had the space right there. CTG didn't close it off.
Yeah, they're both
So
good.
he should be good.
Racing incident, just a bad contact with the bumper. I don't think Sky can make that pass though.
And Mar,
He's there. Interesting move from Sky. I thought he was under the double yellow, or at least on it.
Oh, I gotta change
Sky out
laps.
front. Arnieotto second, Cole third on the bottom. Icon back in business here. 1, 2, 3, and Sebastian the Toyota as well. 4th. He's gonna get shuffled in the bottom though.
and Mar, as you said earlier, there is a lot of pressure this last season. It is the last chance for drivers to get their hands on a title here in the Spotify Cup Series, and you said you got to crank it from 10 to 11, and that's kind of what I've seen this race. A lot of aggressive moves, lots of crazy passes and crazy crashes.
Oh, that is not
as we've
Cole
seen.
might have
That
to
is
break. I'm gonna
not
look back at
legal.
that, but that
That
might.
is not at all legal. Tubop's not there. Little Monster was there. Tubop's gonna have to give the position up, but Little Monster washes up the track. That allows Northern to get there for 3rd, and Cole is gonna probably go to the back. That was a very illegal move. He had room.
He
but
had
did
room
go
to come
under
up the
yellow.
track.
We'll see.
That's if it's 4 tires under. Arnieotto goes up.
As Sebastian is lagging hard right now, but look at that. Inside out front, but all I'm gonna say is look at all the people on the outside there.
Sabas, stop cussing.
Look at that. Move for the lead by Cole. No help though. Now Sky and Northern on the bottom. Gonna shuffle him out.
Although, I mean, he's getting pushed by Tubop. I don't know if that's really the right call, though. And Arnieotto went up the track to give him room. So,
Tubop bulldozes.
I'm gonna revoke it.
Tubop bulldozes his way up to the front. Contact! 2 cars flip! Ozone.
They're all in it. Sebastian, the big one at Daytona, also waffling.
That happens so fast. What the?
Uh-oh. We might need AMR for Ozone. He just had
Oh my
wild
God.
ride.
I can't feel
This
anything.
thing. Oh no. We might need
I
AMR.
wish I. Why did I do M? Why'd you guys wreck at the worst time?
I have it. I have a good angle. I have
it.
it. I have a good angle.
They wrecked at the worst time, brother.
Bubba gonna pull it to the outside, and he is not going to get it done. Overall, a good finish from him.
Tubop just went around.
Nice attempt at a pass by Bubba. He takes 2nd on the race back. I am very surprised with Bubba's efforts. He's a very skilled driver. Never seen him race before, but I'm very impressed with the way he drives. I'm excited to see how he does for the rest of this season as we're going to review this wreck.
Well, with 19 to go, we have the big one at Daytona. That was a wild ride for Ozone Productions in the 87. Right there, showcasing the wall fling. Right there, Cole was not clear on Little Monster into Ozone as he hits the wall
Yeah,
at
you
a
see me.
terrible angle.
Yeah, but as you said earlier, The 150 G impact now for
Go
Ozone.
back a little bit. I didn't see it.
All right.
I was typing that entire time, so I didn't see anything.
So going into turn 1, I believe this is turn 1. Yeah. Tubop finds his way up in the front, causes 3 wide. Cole and Little Monster make contact. Cole and Little Monster make contact, and it does not end well.
Worse than the ancient incident.
It happened so fast, I can't even get like a good commentary in.
And Mar,
Alright,
of
well.
course, types M in the middle of it.
Yeah, I was trying to say that Cole's verbal warning was revoked. Because looking back on it, he really had nowhere to go. And Arnioto gave up the spot, so it's just there was space for him to come up the track, but still, that's a legal pass. There's space for him down there. Arnioto didn't squeeze him down. It's just Cole couldn't really break either.
I would say that's a racing
Just the
incident.
front stretch is a little difficult.
I would say racing incident. That happened so fast. There's no one you could really point the blame
It
on.
definitely is. Little Monster came up as Cole came down.
Here we go, getting ready to go green once again. 18 laps to go, and I feel like a broken record, but Sky leads him through the gears. Green flag back underway at Daytona.
Hopefully we can get a long green flag run here. I got to get a caution counter after this race because it has been filled with the yellow flag. But, oh my goodness, Lil Monster, crazy move up to the top side, clears Bubba. Really gutsy move off the bumper of Arnioto, and he gets it done, leading the top. Not much help. Very spaced out after this restart, I'll tell you that.
Down the back straightaway we go. That is Sky on the bottom. And Bubba pushing his longtime friend, Lil Monster. Although it doesn't seem that outside's really going to be working for him. I think that train on the bottom is going to prevail. But either way, even if that outside does start to gain some momentum, I just don't think we're going to be able to make it to the end of this thing. We're averaging a caution every 3 laps right now.
Oh, that's not good.
Didn't the
17 to
race
go
start at
across the line
7?
this time, and it's only a matter of time before people start to, get aggressive, try to jump up to the top, make something happen. But on the bottom, you have a Toyota, Chevy, Sky and Northern is, Sky gets shuffled out to the outside. I imagine Arnito's gonna go with them, maybe not, just pushing pushing Northern, pushed by Tubop. Sebas goes under. Sebas gonna have to give that position up. He forced Cole up the track. Don't know how Mar's gonna evaluate that one, but
I did not see it, so I'm just going to have to go off your word. Did he go under?
he did. But it's a lag by Sebas. Cole says it. I'm pretty sure they're in a VC
Yeah,
together. So
Yeah, they
Not-
are. So that's fair.
Sure. The
Awesome.
inside's starting to prevail. It takes a while for the outside to build up, but I am predicting that the outside is going to be the dominant lane by the end of this thing if we keep green.
16 laps to go, crossing the line. That time Northern slams the door on Arnioto, who is looking aggressive to the inside. And now Northern's in a nice position. He has Tubop behind him. Oh, but maybe not. I was about to say Tubop might not push as aggressively as they both shuffle out of line. That's going to put Arnioto to the lead. Ozo through to the bottom, past Sebas. He's in second on the inside.
Oh.
Oh no!
A little bit of contact. Bubba around.
Ricochet effect. Oh,
No.
who went around right there? Was it
That was
Tubop?
Bubba. That was
Bubba.
Bubba.
He's gonna
One
have to
car, I
merge.
think. Yep.
Yeah.
Was that a,
What
was
was
that
that?
a
It was-
racing incident? Or was that a
Somebody
wall
lagged out.
That was that was a racing incident.
Someone
so
just-
that's, he can't merge then.
Someone just lagged out. I don't know who, but Sabas lagged out.
Oh,
Yeah, no merge for
unfortunate circumstances for
Oh,
the
it's
rookie
Sabas
right
left.
there.
Sabas lagged out.
Sabas is not in
Sabas
the game.
lagged out.
Did he lag out?
Yeah,
Another caution
Sabas.
for now.
Sabas lagged out. I was
Another caution for
watching. I was watching, and Sabas just disappeared. His
Well,
iPad
did
died.
He lag out or did he leave on purpose?
His
I'm not
iPad
sure.
died.
His
They're saying his iPad died.
His iPad.
Why do you just not? Why do you just not plug it in?
That is like the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Sebastian's iPad died. Well, that's gonna be a caution.
Oh my god.
No, my fault.
No, my boy. Is that the report of what we heard in that VC? Sebastian
No,
lagged
that's what
out.
happened.
That's
in season
Chicagoland.
two-
Season 2
Chicagoland.
Chicagoland.
Byron
Oh.
randomly, you just went like, no, my phone.
It was so funny. It was no, my fault.
Ozo made a slingshot around Arnioto for the lead there on the race back with 14 to go. Oh,
But
no, my phone. I guess that's another inside
but I
scoop.
gotta put you on, bro. I'll show you after the race. It is so funny.
Yeah. Will Sebastian rejoin? We'll wait a little bit for Sebastian. Probably
I'll pull it up.
Turning his iPad back in. Yeah, his tablet ran out of charge, is what Sebastian said in the group, in the general chat. Glitch.
All right, well, while we wait for Sabas, we're going to take you guys to commercial break.
Thank God I have to get water.
Oh, Sabas is back.
Oh, my phone.
Oh, my God. I heard the no my phone in the background.
He couldn't get there.
No, my phone.
Yeah, that's funny. I forgot that even happened.
I barrel rolled this race.
What are you talking about? Oh, NASCAR almost gets turned and he's upside down.
Oh, I had a hangnail on my finger and I just pulled it and I was so risky. But I pulled it off without ripping my skin off. I had a hangnail I just pulled off without ripping any skin.
Alright, I don't know what everybody at the back is doing.
Bot is getting water. I don't know where CTG is. Ancient's gonna start backwards because he's just so good.
You know, we're just gonna start without Ancient.
The I'm really a fan of this damage and dust and all this dirt and tire donuts and all that. It adds so much detail to schemes. Like a scheme could suck, and that all that detail could just make it 1,000 times better. Oh, I really need to eat dinner. I need this race to get over with. My dinner's been ready for like an hour.
I know, dude. I'm also pretty hungry. We gotta go.
Dude, Dr. House. I'm lagging a lot. Like, there's just a lot of VLAG. My computer's running quick.
I'm back.
All right. Well, I think Cole is
All right, let me put you on. Let me put you on real quick.
I hope he gets back before the Ancient Rain ad plays.
All right, look.
No, my tab.
Someone clean for once.
Hey, look at
I'm
this.
gonna have to see. Oh no, my phone.
Trying to make some moves.
I'm
Joey's
streaming it.
After the race.
inside of
I'm
Bob.
streaming
caught
it.
up with
He's
the
playing it
lore.
right now.
I'm
Wait,
streaming it right now.
Matt's
let me
playing
see.
it.
Wait, let me unmute. Let me unmute Matt.
I'm
Or
streaming it
he's
right
playing
now.
in the
Okay, I'm
stage.
looking. I'm watching Matt.
There.
I'm watching.
No, my phone.
I
Oh no, my foot.
Oh my God.
Oh, NASCAR almost gets turned and he's upside down.
that was
Oh my God,
That's the
Marvel's
problem
such a
with doing these-
squeaker. Marvel's such a squeaker.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
when Roblox first. Are we on
Ray and
commercial?
Cole, I think.
Are we on commercial?
Yeah.
All right. When Roblox first added the public UGC thing, where everyone could use UGC and upload
Alright,
items,
here we go.
there was so much Hitler stuff.
Welcome back to the Spotify Cup Series. About to go. Green flag racing here at Daytona once again.
Well, I don't know how long we'll go green flag racing. Obviously, we had like a 4-lap green flag run and then a 3-lap before that and then 3 laps. Hopefully, we'll keep it green and hopefully I'll be saying it for the last time, but through the gears. Ozone leads the field out of the Tri-Oval. 14 laps to go in the Daytona 500.
And as we
Turn
talked
into
about
one
earlier,
here.
you can go ahead, Mar.
I'm praying that we can get this thing green to the end. We had it happen in the duels, but once again, the intensity is going to turn up. Everybody's lagging out. Everybody's getting antsy. They want to get up at the front of this field, but once again, you got 14 laps to go. You can stay near the back. Just chill out for a second. Let's just hang out there for a sec. There's no reason to be pushing you trying to get up front because we saw it in the clash. Sky just ran straight up to the front of the pack, and oh my God, it happened again. All right, well.
What happened?
Sabas lagged out again.
No, my tap.
Gone again. Well, caution.
No, my tap.
Okay, fine, whatever.
You need to plug up your stuff, Mr. Sebastian.
Sebas, I don't really know what he's doing. Next time it's just gonna be green.
Sebastian Rodriguez.
Next time.
Garth, okay, Garth is subbing.
For Sebas?
I guess so.
Are we letting this happen? A late reaction?
Yeah, he's a sub. He's a sub. Remember last season we had that driver swap between Mason and Naruto?
Okay, but that was like in stage 2.
It doesn't
Wait,
matter
no, it was like,
still.
it was at the end. It was on the last green flag pit stop, I think, in Phoenix. Yeah. What?
Oh wait, what am I doing? Why am I flying myself?
What am I hearing?
Ow.
What is that, Matt?
What?
Was that you?
Oh my God.
Was what, me?
Oh wait, I'm gonna have to go down there anyways. I'm gonna have to spawn in a car for Garth.
Yeah, what happens if Garth wins the race?
If Garth wins the race,
Yeah.
then Sabas gets the points. I'm pretty sure it's just half.
Yeah, it is just half. That would be quite the storyline. A late race driver swap here. Sebas having technical issues.
I mean, it's
That's gonna
legal.
bring in- It's going to bring in the designated sub, Garth. Garth is a veteran of the league. Everyone knows Garth. I'm not going to say they're not talented, but definitely not among the high-tier drivers. So we're going to see what happens. It's going to be an interesting storyline for sure if Garth is able to pick up this Daytona 500.
There we go. Garth in his car now.
Yeah, I wouldn't really
I
be
believe
too
you won't
happy.
be able to spectate Garth. Yeah, you won't be able to.
Why?
Because I had to spawn the car for him, and it says that it's my name, but because I'm not in the car, it's broken.
My spectate's broken.
Why couldn't he spawn the car?
Because he's on console. I don't know. There's something weird.
All right.
Mar is literally with Garth. That's why he's able to sub, huh? I
No
hate
comment.
Garth, dude.
I knew
I
Mar
hate
was
Garth.
into
He
them
beat
boys.
me twice in
He's too
F1,
good
dude.
at fantasy.
I hate that guy.
No, he's too good at fantasy.
And
too.
also that. He's only good in fantasy because I keep getting last.
Tim just said I knew Mar was into femboys.
Interesting comment as we're getting ready to go up through the gears once again, and I'm gonna say it again. I hope this is the last time I will be saying this. Here we go. The 34 of Arnioto, pushed by the 24 of Northern, will lead the field back under green off the tri-oval with 13 laps left.
And Bot, as you said a little earlier, Bot, this is a heavy cup. Yes.
Heavy, yeah, it is a very heavy trophy here.
Forgot how I was gonna word it.
Everybody really wants to.
Oh my God, Tim's lagging.
Kicked.
Yep.
Sebastian, why'd you kick Sebastian?
In this,
Because Garth is subbing.
and obviously this season means a
joined
lot.
I know Garth is subbing.
This season means a
Well-
lot, especially for those historic drivers like, let's see, like Arnioto or Tubopt, Season 1 veterans, drivers who have been around the entire life of Spotify. And this cup is really going to mean a lot for those drivers, so they're going to do anything they can, especially to win the Daytona 500.
Yeah, 12 to go across the line. The defending Daytona 500 champion Arnioto is out front. His iconic number 34 Jordan scheme. Does he have what it takes to etch his name in the Spotify Cup Series history books to be the only driver to win 2 Daytona 500s? Obviously, we know Northern Rail fan is hungry. It seems like he has all the talent, but always comes up short. Can he get his first Daytona 500? And in third, a rookie of Bubba as Northern surges out front. He's your new leader at Daytona.
No, there
Ozone
goes
around.
Ozone at the back, coming back up the racetrack,
Oh no,
and Tim's
and that's a
upside
flip,
down.
and it's a caution.
I
Tim
didn't
is
get an angle of
spinning
that.
like a top at the back. And, well, with, I believe it's going to be 10 to go. Nope, 11 to go. Oh, at the line.
I'll say this. That's why you hit the brakes, guys. That's why you got to hit the brakes. Can't full throttle it and hope you can get around it. Gotta hit the brakes to get around it.
Arca brakes.
Shot move to the lead past Northern. Those two have done that to each other multiple times already.
A little bit of Arca brakes from these drivers. Can y'all stop wrecking, please? Hey, if you go 10 laps without a yellow, then I
would be shocked. There's been so many cautions at the end of this thing.
There's no way it's going to the end.
We've had
I'll give you a honey bun.
So many guys lagging out. We've had so many guys just getting wall flung.
I mean,
half of these cautions are actually racing incidents.
Well, the racing's been great when we get racing.
Exactly, yeah.
But unfortunately, we've had a lot of cautions. I'm really hoping. I think we can get a phenomenal 10-lap dash to the end if we can stay green here. You know, fingers crossed. But a lot of incidents. Everyone's getting greedy. Everyone's getting aggressive. Mar pleading to the field to keep it green.
Please, please, please.
But we're gonna see what happens. Is the field getting ready once again?
Tim, you can respawn. Oh, he flipped himself back over.
Flung him.
Oh, you flung him? Oh.
You flung him.
No, I didn't. I did that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Oh my god, there is so much lag right now.
I'm not lagging.
I don't know if it's just you guys, but
I've been having some like constant V lag.
I've been having little
having,
tiny bits of V lag, but I haven't like occasionally on like the start there will be V lag or something, but I haven't had any lag at all this race.
I'm having like FPS drops.
I wish I had an FPS counter thingy, whatever you call it. I wish I had an FPS GUI, but I don't.
Well, once again, getting ready to get back through the gears at Daytona. Arnioto and Northern once again share the top two positions out of the tri-oval. 11 laps to go, this time at Daytona.
Single file, really single file. Bubba pulls down.
Have to give up the spot.
Ooh, watch out! And
that's
yep, that's
And
gonna be a
that's
warning.
gonna be-
No, they all saved it. They saved it. Little Monster saved it.
I would say at least a verbal. Yeah, I don't know about that. That was a little sketchy.
Well,
No, another caution.
we could let it merge if we really wanted to.
No.
Please,
Yeah,
17
because
cautions.
Well, if we do, we will. It's about philosophy. As I don't know if that was legal by CTG. I didn't fully see it, but now he's in the lead at the bottom.
17th caution,
Yeah,
guys.
Blazon's in the chat right now. He said, "Please don't wreck again. They're gonna wreck again." Look
We've
what
got
happened.
Blazon, the only driver who did not show up to Speed Weeks in the chat. Arnioto wins the race back.
Goodness, come
Well,
on, guys.
time
Keep
to
it
go. Another
steady,
caution.
please.
Stop.
I'm tired of throwing the caution after one damn lap.
The field's having.
Please, please.
The field's having a little bit of trouble. Ozone complaining a flip is a caution, so that's just how it works. So I don't want to hear any complaining.
Yeah, flips are cautions. I forgot about that. 1 car flip is a caution. 2 car flip is definitely a caution. 1 car incident is not a caution. And you can only merge if it was due to anything other than driver error. So like if you lag, if you hit a wall, if someone else lags, whatever. He did flip. Still a flip.
He did land it, yes, but he didn't save it.
It's a flip.
Are we all ready? Okay,
Don't worry,
let's-
Daddy. Will won't go against Mar.
All right, please, guys, please, man. It's 10 to go. Let's just get 10 clean laps of racing in, shall we? Just log laps.
Green
bro.
flag is back out here at Daytona. Hopefully the last one, as we're 10 laps to go. Northern forced out of line. I really hope
Oh,
this is the
that's
final
nice.
restart.
That's nice.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't know if that's a fair move from
You
CTG.
put
as
the
also
damn
Tim
99
have
car
some
down.
problems at the back. 99 car once again. Arniota still out front, but
Cool
now
five.
Northern's gonna have a whole train of cars to try and get through. They train the bottom on the back straightaway, but who's gonna move up to the top first? Looks to be
All
no
right.
one.
Let's see if we can keep it clean the rest of the way. I don't want to see that ticker say 20 cautions, please.
Uh-oh, Sky just put Cole up the track. Unfortunate racing incident right there.
Are we at
Now he's
17
on
or
the
18?
top. Garth now subbing for Sebas on the top. Little Monster 3 wide in the back, but right now they're just, staying single file. Uh-oh!
Arnioto's gonna have to hit the brakes.
No, that's gonna be it for
He's gonna have
Arnioto
to hit
at
the
the front. What is
brakes.
Sky doing? He can't make that pass. That.
Did he?
Did he?
Dude.
It didn't look like he got forced, but okay.
Not
no,
to me. I don't think he got forced.
I don't know. Ozone up
No,
the track.
he was way under the line. He was way under the line.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, well, they're both out of line now, so it doesn't even matter. Yep, Bumgarner says it perfectly. Ozone and Tubop now out front. Look at that. The owner of Course Home and his teammate out front. Those two Chevrolets, beautiful schemes, by the way. And now Northern in third. The Chevy Power has emerged itself. Northern, kind move, lifting to let Tubop back in. And finally, we might have a green flag run. 8 laps to go in the 500.
You love to see drivers being considerate. Northern lets two bopped in as
Whoa,
Northern.
Whoa. cannot do that.
Tim had a big run.
He was clean on
getting
Northern,
pushed.
but not on Tubopped.
Really unfortunate for Northern, just trying to log laps and keep his dominance up there in second, and unfortunate for
This is
him.
what I'm talking about. When you got everybody training the bottom like this, you're gonna get big runs, and it's gonna cause these controversial calls. I hate to say it, but we're probably gonna have a pass below the yellow line on the last lap if everybody keeps it single file on the bottom, because you're supposed to be side by side with these cars. I've said it every single race. You're not supposed to be single file, and we're probably gonna see some unfair officiating probably at the end.
Our fault, we try to make the best plays on the fly. There's Arnioto. That was a clean pass, but he got shoved below by
Yeah,
Tubop.
he got shoved down. He got hit by two
I don't
bots.
really know how you're gonna call that. Ozone
All right,
is
Ozone.
adoring him now.
Ozone.
Ozone lagging.
I don't think he's lagging. I
Man,
think that was,
that's-
Nope,
okay,
man.
well, there's the fucking caution.
that looked on purpose.
That was definitely lag from Ozone.
Are you sure you want to call? Yeah. I don't know. You could let him
Well-
merge, but there's 7. Never mind. There's 7 to go. Don't let him merge. Yeah, no, that's definitely a caution.
I don't know.
We're gonna. I don't know if that was lag, but
Yeah, I'm
two
not-
popular drivers, Cole and CTG.
I'm still a little.
Now I wonder what CTG's gonna do. If he'll make a move to the top side, or it looks like he's not even gonna get the chance. Northern now to the bottom. That's exactly what Cole wants to see. Coming back to the stripe.
Cole
Off
maintaining
turn
both
number 4,
lanes.
41, smooth sailing back to the
Sizable.
line. He will win the race back with 6 laps to go.
Oh my God.
41.
In the middle.
41 maintains 3-car length lead, maintaining both lanes, and he takes that race back for the stage. Can we please go green for the rest of the way? I gotta eat my food. I'm starving. Please. Fuck.
Sebas, come back. Sebas is trying to come back.
I don't
Dude,
think.
I swear to God.
Is that allowed for a driver to
He says he
reswap?
has the I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't be. He says he has the percentage.
Sabas has the
I
percentage.
don't know what's going on with my game right now. I am having tremendous FPS drops.
Turn the quality down.
I did. I think it's.
I don't
literally
know,
just a
'cause
Roblox thing.
I don't know, cause
I'm still
I'm
having
sharing my screen max graphics and I'm running 240 stable, and I'm live
I'm
on
having just
YouTube.
like a ton of FPS drops.
So
I'd
they're
say
doing
you-
the driver swap.
I would say you might as well just do the.
Get Sebas over there.
I would say
it-
pull a season 1 and go in one graphic. Pull a season 1 graphics.
Oh man, dude.
I would say
Okay.
just tough it out, cause
This has been 3 hours long.
Jesus.
Well, it hasn't. Well, the production, yeah, but.
And you know the Coke 600 is probably going to be this long as well.
we've been racing for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's-
Hopefully we're getting close to the end, so. All I'm gonna say though is if Sebas lags out next time, I don't think we should throw the caution.
It's been 3.5 hours since Mar hit that live button.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Well, okay, we're coming up on 3 hours. You know, we came across the 2 hour mark with like 30 to go. I was pretty confident that we'd be able to get this race done by then, and
Well, look at us now.
look at us now. Although the rest of the season is not gonna happen.
No.
Man, this sucks.
Yeah, I just
Oh
really
my.
hoping it's like get a nice finish here to the end, but
I don't want to jinx it, but
Here
I
we
really
go.
need a green flag
everyone
finish.
ready.
I don't
And
want
like
there
I
to be a
said,
big crash.
If Sabas lags out again, I'm not throwing the caution.
I said-
I already said that.
Well, here we go, getting ready to go green. 6 laps remain here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Who will write themselves into the history of the Spotify Cup Series? Will it be a 2-time winner? Will it be a... Oh, Sebastian's here. I was trying to, like, intro.
Alright, he's ready.
All right, here we go.
Well, who will etch themselves into the history books? Will it be a 2-time winner? Will it be a first-time winner? Everyone's greedy. Everyone wants to win this prestiged race. Back through the gears, Cole in the 41 leads him to green off the tri-oval. 6 to go at Daytona.
Down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. The 18th restart of the day. Cole sliding up the racetrack. CDG trying to squeeze his way down to the bottom of the track. And look behind him, Sky entering the picture. We saw him go from last to first in the clash. Can they hold it steady for 6 more laps?
Because all like, oh, CDG to the bottom of the lead.
The Haas production car of Cole filtered out of line. We've seen that plenty of times today. CTG contact with Northern. Back up into the
Northern
track.
has,
Sky
like,
gets the
half
bad
the
end of the
track.
stick. And that's just an unfortunate situation for all
And
these drivers.
Let me go review that. We might be able to get that outside lane working. Hopefully
Well,
we don't
see-
get
okay.
stacked up on the bottom again.
CTG gave room, but Northern had like half a track, so I'm interested. I didn't see it fully, but Northern
I
Rail
think-
fan out
I think
front
that was just
with
a racing
5 to
incident.
go. And I mean, it looks like that's
I
how we're
looked
gonna
at
have
it.
to rule
CTG
it.
came down. Northern came up.
We got
Northern
3
had the
lanes.
slightest bit of room.
Wow, great move by Bubba to get to the bottom there in front of Tim, but Tim's not gonna let that happen. Everyone jockeying for position. Sky to the bottom, little monster.
Sabas.
Sabas.
He saved it.
He saves
it.
We stay green.
Oh, contact
Oh,
Cole and
Two-Bop
Two-Bopped.
Cole. They're all right.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to look
okay.
at- oh,
Two-Bop's gonna
oh,
have
I'm
room to
give
get
room
back up the
yeah.
track.
But not Cole. Cole's gonna have to
Cole.
lift. Cole.
Alright.
Two-Bob gave him room. Two-Bob gave him room.
Alright.
Okay, well,
He door
Cole's back
slammed
up
his
to
way
the
a little
front.
bit, but Two-Bob went back up the track.
Yeah,
Here we go,
Two-Bopped
turn number
takes
4.
accountability for that incident, and we stay green. All drivers save it. Sabas, pretty unfortunate incident for him back there. But all cars keep it straight. Ozone filters his way to the back, and we're 4 laps to go here at Daytona.
And
Aggressive block on
Northern.
Timmy. Timmy was there. Timmy was there. So now that's going to be a position loss for Northern. He's put to the top side.
Arnioto's
Timmy
on the top.
out front. Yeah, Arnioto's that we haven't talked about. Arnio kind of got put to the back on that last restart, but now he might have a chance. This side's starting to form up. Uh-oh, new leader.
Will the
Sky
Toyotas go up to
bottom.
the top? Oh, contact.
And Mar, you've seen this plenty of times before, commentating for many super speedway races and analyzing the race. How do you think this is going to play out towards the final couple laps of this event?
Was
I
not
said it
there.
earlier, and I'll say it again. Ancient just got shoved below, but it's gonna be there's gonna be some sort of officiating call I'm gonna have to make when they stay single file like this on the bottom of the racetrack. Everybody gets huge runs. It's so hard to hang on to your position. You're gonna get pushed below the line. You're gonna get pushed up the track. There's gonna be a bad block. There's gonna be chaos, and I'm not excited to see it. But at least we've kept it green for the past couple of laps.
Oh no, Tubov got pushed under.
And he
He's
was
gonna have to lift
braking.
out of it.
He was braking that entire
Oh!
time. He tried to brake. That's what
That's
happens.
just a racing incident. Unfortunate there for CTG and Ozone. Sky out front of the Daytona 500. Your clash winner. The pole sitter, Ancient in second. Sky gets pushed below. Ancient.
He might be able to get
oh,
in.
he
No,
knows
he's got to
him.
brake. He's got to brake. He's
That's
gotta brake.
unfortunate for Sky, and now
Gotta
Ancient
brake.
Rain, the pole sitter, is out front in the Daytona 500. Off turn number 4, big run to the back of Two-Bopped. On the bumper of Ancient, onto the tri-oval for the penultimate time. 2 laps to go in the Daytona 500.
Big contact there between Lil Monster and Tubop. No, nothing Lil Monster could do there.
Oh,
Tim,
everybody's going around at the back. Lil
Sky
Monster,
around.
Sky.
Sky into the inside wall.
there we go.
No caution. Keep it green. NC. That's green.
He
That's
literally
green.
just died.
Oh, it's a one-car wreck. That's a one-car wreck.
We threw that for Arnioto earlier.
Whatever. You're fish eating shit. Well, here we go. It's gonna be an overtime finish. It's gonna be an overtime finish here at Daytona. Ancient out of line. Tubop jumps to the top side by side for second.
Is it
and Tubop
infinite?
stays out
There
front.
we go.
Do we have infinite overtime attempts?
3 wide for the lead.
Oh wait,
4
sorry, my
wide
bad.
for the
Ancient.
lead. And look at that.
I meant Ancient.
Oh, it's gonna be side by side. Tubop, Cole, the one car gets the nod.
6
at the
wide.
line. He's gonna lead the field back for the overtime restart.
They were 6 wide coming to the line. Alright, so we're going to see overtime.
Interesting officiating happening here. Another caution. Was this the 19th
Yeah.
of the day?
A little
Here we
funny.
go.
A little weird
Gonna have
commentary.
Another restart.
Little weird officiating
Wow.
call, but no comment.
Okay, well I don't know why it says white flag.
Well, we're gonna have to
Oh wait,
fix
change
that.
all laps 98. Here we go.
There you go. Yep.
Although I
Well.
think when they cross the line, it's gonna be messed up.
Well, you can just change it again. Well, here it's all down to this. Overtime attempt number 1 here at Daytona. There are unlimited attempts. Some leagues do it differently, but we have unlimited attempts. Back through the gears. The number 1 of Tubop leads them off the tri-oval. Overtime in the Daytona 500.
This has been a long race here. A lot of these drivers just want to finish the event, and a lot of drivers want to finish it well. And that's what we're going to see here. Hopefully the drivers can keep it clean
Lil
here.
Monster, that may
Bubba
have
up the
not
track
been
a little
clean
bit.
move.
Bubba and
Unsure if I didn't see
CTG.
it.
I saw it,
Out
but
front
I
is
wasn't
Cole,
paying
or out
attention.
front is
I
Tubop.
think he was getting pushed though.
Cole and Sebas, they're in second and third. We saw them work together in duel 1 to win. Can they do it again in the 3 and 4?
Bubba and CTG, more contact in the back. CTG just trying to make his way to the back of the pack.
Oh no! Tubop into the
Tubop
outside
roll!
wall!
Up the track, he's
Oh,
not
no!
clear.
Oh my
Tubop,
gosh, bro.
Come on.
That
Yeah,
is
not gonna
how
lie.
you win this
Well,
race. And Cole's in the grass, doesn't want to
that
give up
might
the
be a
spot.
penalty.
If I was Cole, I'd be
He's got
pissed.
to break.
One
He's
lap
got
to
to
go.
break.
No,
He's got to
nah,
break. Cannot
I-
force people up the track. He's got to break to the back.
I'd
That's
be
going to be a
pissed.
penalty for Cole for sure. Contact between Northern and Sabas.
Oh, Northern's around. He saves it almost. Tubop's out front. An interesting move from Tubop. Can Sebas make it by on the backstretch for the final time?
Tubop
We are
leads him
down
in.
the back straight away. Tubop leads. Sabas in second. Ancient in third. Sabas in the catbird seat. Coming into turn 3.
In
No.
the 3 and 4 for one last time. Tubop trying to hold on. Sebas, he's gonna look high. Ancient's behind Tubop. And now, 1 corner to go. It's gonna be a drag race. Side by side to the line.
Sabas.
Comes
Sabas!
No way! Wins the Daytona
Sabas!
500.
Sabas wins a photo finish.
Period. Sebas 42 Rod wins the Daytona 500. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. Wow.
I'm gonna look back at that finish, make sure everything was okay.
Sebas 42 Rod.
All right, if Cole
We
didn't,
beam on him all the time.
If
the
Cole-
45 made the move when he needed to, and Sebas, off his dual win, wins the Daytona 500.
All right, let's look at this restart real quick. Let's look at this.
all right.
This replay. I got it.
What I noticed is Cole. If Cole didn't take that penalty and not go to the back, Sabas wouldn't have won.
All right, here we go. Let's do that. There we go.
So that's a very, very controversial win,
So
of
here
course.
we go. I'm not sure what happened with Lil Monster right there. Let me go back and take a look. Don't do any burnouts just yet, Sabas. Actually, he's not a VC.
Uh-oh.
I'm just checking to make sure everything's okay. I'll check on Little Monster later, but we'll have to see. I'll probably have to hand out some penalties post-race, especially for Cole, because what he did is not legal in the slightest.
Yeah,
Well,
but the
it
problem
wasn't his fault.
is,
It wasn't his fault. What
it
Tubok did
yeah,
wasn't legal
it
in
was
the
a
slightest.
little sketchy because
Tubok made a
Tubop.
terrible move off 4 on the second. To
It
last
was
lap.
clearly intentional from Tubop going down the track like that and taking out
Well, he said he was lagging.
Cole. I'm not.
And he
I don't
was
buy it.
barely clear, and then he just was not there in the slightest. But at the same time, Cole can, and yeah, he definitely did not lag, so it might be a little bit of a penalty. But at the same time, Cole cannot push somebody up the track to take a position if he's below the yellow line.
Yeah.
That single-handedly ruined Northern's race.
Yeah, that should definitely be a penalty.
A lot
Will
of people.
certainly be a penalty on Cole's part. Contact at the back there between CTG and Bubba, I believe it was. Oh yeah, CTG came up the track.
Yo!
Bubba and then
Bob
came down.
predicted. 7:56 p.m. Bob texted
Alright,
Nar and
Well,
said,
is
"I
the
found the
finish
script. Sabas is going to win."
just looking at it one final time down the back straightaway on the white flag. Everybody's keeping it clean. Everybody's keeping it clean. Yeah, two bops. Oh yeah, contact at the back. I'm gonna have to look back at everything. I thought when Sabas pulled up to the outside, I thought that would be it. But Cole, his team owner, pulls up to the top to get him the win. I mean, Ancient tried to make a move. I think he tried to side draft and then made a move to the bottom. That single-handedly ruined Two Bop's race. Sabas is declared the winner for the Daytona 500.
42 Rod. Man, for once the laughing stock of Spotify broke the 4-year streak and now wins the Daytona 500.
That is unbelievable.
I cannot believe it.
He's 2
What
for
a
2.
win.
He's 2 for 2. 2 starts and 2 wins already this season. Sabas
Sabas
making it to the championship 4, baby.
I can't, no, Mar, like, I'm genuinely speechless. Like, Sabas just won a Daytona 500 in front of my eyes.
I'm not. I can't
don't
believe it
understand.
either.
I don't understand. Is this a nightmare or what is going on? Oh, no, this lock. Oh, wait, that doesn't work. You have just this. I don't know.
You just gotta.
Are you getting good shots, Mar?
I'm trying to. He's not really doing much.
I don't know. Did you set graph him?
Set grab don't work in these cars.
Oh.
Sabas, come on, man. You can do better burnouts than this.
Sabas, I mean, he's trying.
come
He
on.
doesn't burn out a lot. The front stretch is all.
Oh,
the
here we
grass
go.
is also
We got a
bumpy.
photo. We got a photo.
The grass is also really bumpy, so. Let's get Sabas to victory lane.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a field day with these interviews.
Oh my, Sebastian's gonna cry. We're gonna bring Sebastian to the booth and he's gonna start crying.
I know, dude. I mean, Sabas has not won in row racing in so long, and out of the blue, I must add, Sabas takes home the Daytona 500.
Along with his duel, Sebastian swept the weekend, basically.
Exactly. Yes. This is unreal. We have never seen this before.